from the basement of Geek Public Network and the bowels of the internet. It's Friday night. You know what that means? It's the ManCave. And your hosts, Pat, Bill, and Hump.
Basically, nice.
And here we go.
And we're on?
Yeah.
Already?
Oh, hey.
I'm gonna mute your mic, that way you can not squeal.
Squeal, boys, squeal.
Make it squeal.
I didn't even hear the intro. I don't want your phone. Who are you talking to? Wait, maybe I do.
Well, you didn't have your headphones on.
I can get you in trouble. Let me text there for a minute.
So this is the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio.
Surprise, you're on the air.
Holy shit, we're on.
He did it on purpose. It's a surprise, you're on the air.
And you're on the air, guys.
So like we were saying, see, Angie's a... Never mind.
And cut.
And cut.
So, how many people went and got their Mega Millions ticket?
I did.
Nope.
I
No?
forgot to. Don't go to Rickers. This pop right here cost me 20 minutes in line.
That popular right now? That many people in line trying to get them?
Well,
yeah,
stupid bitch didn't know how to fill out one of the little tag things that you drop in the machine, so, it's like you didn't pick enough numbers. Now you picked too many numbers. So she filled it out again while instead of stepping aside so everybody else could cash out.
So she stayed in line.
She stayed in line, yeah.
Get out of line!
Yeah.
Get out of line.
Next drawing is tomorrow.
Mega Millions.
And,
For the Powerball.
Well, that's the
Powerball's
power.
Mega Millions is
The
tonight.
Mega
Mega
tonight.
Millions
Mega
tonight.
Millions
Oh,
tonight.
Friday at 11. Okay.
Yeah, we're on
Yeah.
Friday now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
tonight we find out if you guys have different jobs.
Right.
If I hit $1 billion,
I'm already retired,
everybody I
so
know is
what-
going to have
what
at
am
least
I
some
gonna-
money.
Well, no, what I was saying is if I get it, everybody's got a new job, and that's just to make sure that shit goes straight with the contractors while I'm out of the country, because I don't want to deal with neighbors and everybody going, hey, I have this great business idea. Nope, you guys are taking care of all that stuff. We pay you good. And
3 words you need to learn.
No.
Fuck you. Next.
Yeah. $1 billion as a jackpot.
No, here's a check. Go away.
Wait.
Right.
Well, they say it's if you hit the $1 billion, you take the cash option. It's $565 million.
Yep.
I know
I
it
wouldn't.
was 680 last time or something like
Then-
that. It was 370 cash
Then
option.
it's 31% tax, so you end up walking away with like $365 million.
Well, I'm not even
but
going to
see-
get a ticket for that kind of money.
Right?
There was
That's
people.
What the
bitching
hell? Why would
about
I waste
that,
my
though.
time?
I thought that was
Okay.
part of the taxes when you got your cash
No.
option.
Well, the cash option takes care of the money for taking it all at once, and then Indiana state tax kicks your ass.
Yeah.
The cash option is $565 million. Now, do they pay that if you wanted
If you
to
live in
get
Chicago
paid?
and Cook County, you get $12.
If
Right.
And an IOU.
if you take the yearly
An
payout,
IOU.
Yeah, is it like over 10 years?
it's 19.
19 years?
19 years, you get one check when you first cash out,
You got to
and then
get
at the
closer,
end of the
bub.
year, you get your you get one big check
Okay.
when you claim it, and then at the end of the year, you get your like
You talking
$19
about, like, the
million
big-
dollars.
Yeah.
year
Adam
for the
Sandler
next
size
19
check
years.
for the golf tournaments, or are you
I
actually
would-
talking about money-wise?
I don't care. I'll
One
cash
big
either
check,
one.
right?
Whatever
You see walking
cash.
into the bank with one of those huge checks.
Because the first time you get something, you get 2 checks the first year, and then it's 1 check a year for the next 19 years. Or 29 years, I'm sorry.
No, I think it's only
29
20.
years. We could all be dead by then.
I think it's only like 19 years, though. I mean,
19 years, we could all be dead by then.
right.
Well,
but
divide
they say
$1
that
billion
lottery winnings.
by 19 years and see what you get.
But they say lottery winnings is one of those things that you can, like,
I don't think you can
will
I
to
don't
somebody.
think you can will it to somebody, can you?
Yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah, it's yours.
If they haven't
You-
paid it to you,
Or
you
at the
should
very
be able
least, you
to.
put it in a trust and have somebody designated to take over the trust.
No, I know you
Right.
can if you take the cash
But-
option, but if if you die,
No, I think you.
I think the
you
payments
can.
stop.
Well, then why they got them commercials on TV all the time saying, we'll buy your lottery winnings and this, that, and the other? They
I think that's why, because the other
transfer
companies
the person over.
they'll buy it from the state, and then they'll start paying you because they get their cut out of it too. But then you can give it to Brittany or Sherry or that other kid of yours, the other 6 kids of yours.
Yeah, lottery rules cover transfers due to death, allowing a person's heirs to inherit any remaining annuity payments under a lottery prize.
Nice.
Some lotteries will give an estate a lump sum, while others will simply continue the annuity payments under the original terms of the prize.
Unless you're in unless it's the Illinois lottery, and then they just give you the IOU to the next person.
Right.
Oh God, yeah, I heard that. It's like, I hit $19 million. What's this? Well, we'll pay you as soon as we have it. When are you going to have it?
We don't know.
I don't know. We still haven't paid the last winner. When
Oh,
are you still
nice.
selling tickets?
Or the one before that, or the one before that.
Imagine that.
But I mean, $1 billion if they paid it over 20 years, that would be $50 million a year for the 20 years, right?
I can't live on that. I don't have to go back to work.
I mean,
Oh, I'd go back to work, but I can guarantee you I wouldn't pick up any trash.
like I
You
just
just
want.
sit there like, blow me.
No, I drive my route, so the GPS shows me picking up all the trash. But all these phone calls are coming. Well, it sees as we show you on the GPS picking up the trash. Well, then I picked it up.
Right.
And then by the time they figure out what I've done, it's Friday, and they're like, "You're fired." Oh, really? Fuck you! I quit. Oh, wait a minute. I own this company now. You're fired.
You're fired.
Like if you won $1 billion, that's what they.
No, I'd lie. I'd pick up trash. I'd go to my boss's house and dump it on his lawn. Hey, like that, bitch.
Hey, the truck malfunctioned again. You want to know where it malfunctioned at?
your driveway.
Doing donuts in your yard.
Hey, those trucks will do a donut. I can tell you that right now.
Because what was that from another radio show, Mr. Obvious, right? Remember? Like, you know what? I can say that because I have FU money.
Yeah.
I'll be
Too
sitting
hot
on my
for
yacht.
radio.
I'll be sitting on my yacht while they fish your bloated carcass out of the river. How you like that?
Well, take it easy,
Mr. Obvious. Too
Yeah,
hot for radio.
You just got
Right?
the fucking connection. You just got it, didn't you, motherfucker? Yeah.
Yeah, because I got fuck you money. Because you know what? I have enough money to say fuck you.
And then, no matter what you have to do, you have to say, "And where's my orange smoothie?" God damn it! I ordered an orange smoothie about 20 minutes ago.
No, God damn it!
God damn it.
So, but no, like
We're gonna
I mean,
have to have
I will
one of those
tell-
episodes one of these
I will
days.
tell
know
you.
what?
I will tell you this though. Honestly, I was talking to him. I was like, everybody who doesn't like their job would have a job, and we would me and the wife would leave because we don't want to deal with everybody coming going, hey, whatever. But you guys would have to be salaried.
What's your official job? My official job is to open the door and tell people to F off.
Your official job is to keep.
penis shaker. We're here to ask Mr. Chambers for some money. Oh, okay. Well, come on in and we'll discuss this. Mr. Chambers' answer to your requesting of money is this. Just zip. Shake it at him.
But no, like you'd be like, okay, you're responsible for taking care of this contract. You're responsible for taking this, yada yada yada. And if anybody shows up, shoot them.
I'd buy
Okay.
I got money.
I'd buy a surreal radio station.
No, that was
Oh, wait,
on the
that's
thing.
Yeah.
technically a slam on this one? A real radio station?
No, I'm
Like
saying
a terrestrial radio station.
yeah, like not like out in the ether net, the ether bunny net. It would actually
Does this
be.
smell like chloroform to you? No, it doesn't.
So something where we'd have to have somebody on a dump button.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I'd have to quit drinking.
You'd have to hire somebody to just go,
No. Their only job would be to sit there and like listen to us, and see
You'd
if
be
they
on
would
like
say
a
shit.
5-minute delay, and then like, boop, nope.
anybody listen
Right.
to ManCave
Nope.
last night? Well, we tried, but all we heard was this.
Kinda
Oh,
like,
man.
it sounded like R2D2 with all that many
No,
beeps.
I like Topher's idea though. I mean, like he's having a house built, so we're in charge of everybody. So
Yeah.
we'll sit around like they do in Sopranos, where all the mob guys just sit there and while everybody else is working.
No, and literally that'd be like, unfortunately because he's been on
I don't
paid
care if you want
salary.
one or not, but you're going to get a heated moat because we have to have it heated because that's the only way the crocodiles are going to live.
Right.
Has anybody fed the crocodiles? No, ask one of the Mexicans to go clean the boat.
And unfortunately, because he's actually been a paid employee longer, you all would answer to Stafford.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Pedro, would you
I'd
go clean?
shake my
you got
penis at him
kids?
too.
Yeah,
I'm not scared.
I can't pick Pedro.
But no, it was one of those things we were.
Even though I hurt and I walk funny, I probably run faster than he does. And so I
I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you.
But no,
I've looked at bosses before and said, "What dumbass come up with this idea?"
yeah.
So we were talking about
And
like
they look at you and say, "I did."
having a garage that would have like the tool shop, so like for like working on vehicles with a lift, because I don't want to take you guys are on being paid for something. Somebody can work on a damn car, Everybody gets a company vehicle.
Thank God.
I guess it depends on, because hell cars nowadays is good Lord.
Yeah.
We need the oil changed in the fleet the fleet vehicles 1 through 5.
Hey, look, I
There's
can do
something
brakes,
making
I can do
noise.
tires,
It
I can
is.
do oil. I just can't do engines. And
I just did change the alternator in the thing about 20 minutes.
Slide the cups around. I figured while we are
Appreciate that.
Getting ready to go to break.
while we're
We're going to try something and let you know what it's like when we're back.
right. Last time we did
That's
this,
what we
I
could
came
do.
back crying.
What?
Hell yeah, I started a brewery distillery.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
actually his job description was going to be hired in as the brewmaster /
But I only want to
No,
work
no,
3
no,
days
no.
a week and I want to make my own hours.
You can't do brewmaster. He's the new brouhaha.
He's the brouhaha.
That'd be good.
See, this is all research for what kind of beer that we need to brew
Yeah.
in the state of the art
That's the MILF.
thing. But we'll be back after these messages right here on the ManCave
Limited edition
Geek
toothpaste
Public
flavor.
Radio.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
You know, one of these days, that stupid
need to
announcer's going to
update
get it
that.
right because
Right.
there's 2 other guys that are being left out every break.
Right.
Well, no, I
we're
actually
now
updated it, but I couldn't find the drop. I updated it today. Couldn't find the thumb drive to move it over.
You know, he says that. But,
Mhm.
All
Is
right.
I
Woody
have
on
it.
the new one, or
Sure.
Huh?
is Woody on the new one then?
No, I just left names off of it.
No, that hasn't,
There's no
hasn't been
names at all.
updated. That hasn't
So it
been
has-
updated. We got the update, just not the new update.
Instead of the dynamic duo, and we're now the fearsome foursome.
Right. So basically what I'm doing is no longer just including names.
With
It's like,
everything
hey,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
back.
tonight, we might just be the drunken idiots.
Yep.
Hey, it's those drunken idiots.
I
That's
did
right, that's
threaten.
us.
I did threaten to put like just random stuff in there, like and the butt humping duo, or like and
That
now
must
for
be
more
YouTube, because Bill and I already have our own show.
Right.
and now for the ass play.
Woody's being awfully quiet. He's like,
But
We're back for more ass play with
the-
the Man Cave.
the other weekend. My wife and I went to a wedding in Kokomo, Indiana, and we decided while we were up there, like, hey, well, let's go get like a late lunch, and
Use the Google.
right, and so I'm like, okay, well, I saw we passed an Applebee's,
so
not
Google's an
Applebee's,
alcoholic, is what you're saying.
Google's a whore.
and we passed like
I don't know if it is or not, but it'll show you where some at.
So we went
I'm
up
sure
there
that's an
and-
app somewhere.
Honey, have you ever ate at this place called The Hugger? No, it's awful hairy, though.
But while we were, and I'm like, well, yeah, I saw Ruby Tuesday, and it's like one of our places to go because the Garden Bar, it's like, you get it at the Garden Bar, and it's, not that expensive to get it with a sandwich, and it's pretty good, She's like, let's see if there's a place up here that we've never been to.
Something new.
Yeah, something. Maybe it's only here in Kokomo. I'm like, okay. So I just Googled, Kokomo restaurants, and I came up with a list, like the top 10 places to eat at Kokomo, and this was like number 1 or number 2, and it's the Half Moon restaurant and brewery,
Mm-hmm.
and
You had me
we're
at
like,
brewery.
we're like, okay, well, I was
They
like, how
had me
about
at
this?
hello.
Yeah. Wife's like, yeah, we'll try that out. So we go. I mean, I'm like, you walk in, the place is pretty nice. I mean, it's a pretty nice place. It's like nice restaurant, and like in the bar area, of course, they got TVs up for like sports and stuff. And but yeah, they brew like all of their own like beers right there at the restaurant. So
I would
like,
totally ask them to put on like the table tennis championships or something.
right.
Like,
That's
I thought
on
this was
This-
ESPN the
Yeah,
Ocho.
this,
The Ocho.
Let's get the Ocho. I don't know. Is dodgeball on? So,
It's a bold move, Cotton.
and but they had a
I was actually
flight.
flipping through channels not too long ago. You had to bring up the Ocho. I think it was on ESPN or something like that, and they was
Yeah.
actually showing a professional dodgeball thing.
Yeah,
And up in the corner it said the Ocho.
that's awesome.
ESPN once a year,
Yeah.
they drop all the numbers and they turn it to the Ocho.
Okay, but they was actually showing dodgeball because I called my brother up. I said, "Have you seen it?" He's like, "Yeah, I've seen it."
Because I think that's the time they had like dodgeball, they had the lawnmower racing, they had
This crazy oddball shit.
like dwarf tossing, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. So
Phrasing.
No,
Crazy.
that's exactly what it was. They took midgets and threw them with Velcro suits and stuck them to a wall.
So what are we trying? Milf and honey.
Yeah, this is actually one of theirs.
I'm a fan of a good MILF.
Right. But and so they're like, oh, we can bring you a flight, and I look at my wife, and she's like, yeah,
flight?
I can drive. I'm like, yes.
They bring it out. Did they play Wagner?
Like, oh, Flight of the Valkyries. No,
That was good though.
And
That's
I
very
got like the small flight because I guess you can get a bigger one with
Well, yeah,
like
you
their
saw the extra
seasonal.
spots on there, didn't
Yeah, with
you?
like their seasonal beers and
You just went with her everyday
their
variety.
everyday stuff. Thinking
That'll get you in trouble.
Because I
It
totally
would,
would have
yeah.
got the full flight.
Well-
Just because I'm curious. I cannot leave without knowing what everything tastes like.
it was still like 9.
Oh,
It was still like 9
Get your
beers,
hands off
right?
me.
And I was afraid that 7 of them were going to be like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we was down there and Angie ordered me a flight, and I was like, okay. I think
Yeah.
I tasted all of them, and I think
She's wanting to
there's
get
like
lucky.
8 of them. Hell, we didn't have no kids. She didn't have to get me drunk.
all right.
Just say
Well,
yes.
you know,
All
well,
right.
That time, Deanna's face that one time. Her Angie brought me out something to drink, and I was like, Dan, I think your mom's trying to get me drunk so she can take advantage of me.
Oh, God.
Dad!
Oh, yeah. You can say it anytime the girls will be around. He's like, hey, Brian, are you going to get something tonight? God, I hope so. Dad! And there they go.
That's how you get rid of them.
yeah, and that's how you can guarantee an empty house for the evening.
I keep
Right.
seeing a sign. I'm working on 32. We're in Parker City. And right down the road from that, I can't remember which town it is, but it's a place called the Chocolate Moose. Has anybody heard
Oh,
of it?
God, that's fucking delicious,
farmland.
dude. It's farmland.
Farmland, yeah.
Anybody?
They got a tenderloin there that is to die for.
Well, the sign out there, they've got some sandwich that says half bacon, half beef.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had it. It is good.
Okay.
It looks it looks really red, like it's rare. But of course, that's from all the bacon.
Bacon in
It's
it.
like a quarter
Yeah.
pound beef patty. It's like,
Well, no, it's like half and half.
right, but it's like a...
I do have a question.
It's not that
So what
good.
you're saying is one of these days I need to go over and get lunch.
Oh, dude,
Right.
yeah.
It's a
So
thick
my-
burger. I've been there a couple times for lunch when I get over there that way.
The prices
Yeah.
ain't that bad either.
They're not too bad.
It's
I
only
mean,
like 10 minutes from where we're at, so we might have to...
yeah,
do that one
but
day next
stop
week.
by
You
there.
definitely have to
It's
go
worth
there.
it.
Okay.
They have good shakes. I tried a chocolate soda there one time that was really heavy.
I'm
on the
glad you said
chocolate.
soda because my brain went somewhere else.
Of course it did.
Really? Your stepdaughter's not blowing me shit. Go Eagles.
But that goes to debauchery for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm just preloading for tomorrow.
Crazy.
Well, no, I just, like I said, I see that all the way out. Every time on the way home, I look up and I see chocolate mousse, half
And-
beef, half bacon.
And they do have killer desserts, too. Like Woody said, their shakes are really good.
Hell, maybe we just go there one weekend.
Really?
Load
Shell?
everybody up.
Oh, yeah, because Libby's
Oh, yeah.
never been. I keep talking about it. She's like, when are you going to take me? Whenever you want to go.
We've got a list of places we want to
But
go.
I'm still
how
trying to
many
make it
times
to
do you get-
Fairmount.
How many times did you get
We
up
haven't been either.
to Farmland?
Jimmy says it's good, but when it comes to their steaks,
They're proud of it.
said
yeah.
they're proud of them.
Is that the one? That's the new restaurant, right?
Grains and Grills,
Grills or Grills and
and they have the brewery as a part of it.
The brewery.
Brewery.
So, but
Hey, I'm rolling on my MS meds
Excuse me.
right
Yeah.
now. So
Okay, so what's everybody's take on the MILF and honey?
I like a
bought
good
it.
MILF.
That's a 9.
Yeah, I
It's at
bought
least
it.
A 9. It's a 9.
I bought it
I've
because I'm
already
just
drained
like,
the glass,
oh man,
so-
this is good, and I want to share it with my friends.
I like
So
it.
What do you out of 10? What do you think?
I probably put about 7.
That's
Okay.
about where I'm at
I'm going
with
to
it.
say 7-8 is what I was thinking.
yeah,
It's good. I'm not blown away by it like you guys are, but I'd have another one.
It's
That's-
it's,
right.
it's
that's
enough that I would
easily-
drink it
right.
That's
like
easily get you in trouble.
my second glass. So I mean,
I was say 8 or 9. Yeah, it's an 8 or 9. for me.
Yeah, I mean,
It's almost got like a little flat taste to it.
Well,
not a lot
that-
of carbonation.
I think
Yeah.
that could be because it came in the growler.
I think the lack
Yeah.
of aftertaste after the shit we've tried lately it might have me ranking it higher than it really is.
Just wait.
But no,
There's more to
it
come.
is really good.
yeah, there's more.
We might
So,
want to save some of that, so when we get some of the other ones, it's like, yo,
No,
give me
yeah.
some of that milk.
You'll wanna
If
save-
you want to walk in,
you'll
and
wanna
try
save some of
something
this
new, and
next
you see
one.
that,
But-
that's a safe bet.
Technically, we should probably...
It's not bitter. It's not got much of an aftertaste. It's not got a real strong taste of anything.
It's a mellow beer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
But-
want to try something new, that's a good
Technically, for
choice.
everybody here except Woody, we should probably explain that when we say, give me some of that MILF, that our wives know it's a beer.
Well, I mean,
All right, Woody,
For-
you're supposed to get us
for-
out of jail when they kill us.
for most of us,
Well-
but the thing is for most of us here, we think MILFs are hot anyway because we're married to moms,
I know mine is.
right? So, I mean, I think MILFs are hot because my wife
Is
is.
that a picture of a duck?
No, that's an eagle.
That's a duck. That's a duck. It's a duck now.
It's a duck now.
Right.
But this Half Moon place, you can tell they're originally from Kokomo because of their names of their beers, right? Because their number one beer is called the Wildcat Wheat. You know, they're the Kokomo
Right.
Wildcats, and
They have
Yo.
to name something after the Beach Boys. I mean, come on. I mean,
no,
It is
so,
Kokomo.
So that's like, and then like working up there at like Chrysler, everybody would be like, you know, they'd call it like a Wildcat strike. And just like, we'll just call it Wildcat strike. We'll just walk the hell out and just
Right.
shut everything down. This one is the Milf and Honey. It's a wheat ale.
it's named after the hugger.
Yep. No. You just wait. It gets better.
It gets better.
Stoplight City Red, because Kokomo was the Stoplight City.
Stoplight City.
So the Coca Monster, which I wasn't.
Too impressed with.
It was okay.
Is it darker or light?
It's darker, and this stuff is getting darker as we go.
See, I tend to like the darker beers. That's just the masochist in me, I guess.
Then they had IPAs, which the Moonbeam IPA, because they're half moon. So you
No
know.
IPAs, thank you.
But this is the next IPA they have. It's called the Hop Hugger. All right, and if anybody out there doesn't know what the Hip Hugger is, if you make it to Kokomo,
You're missing out.
yeah, go to the Hip
Well, I
Hugger.
know it closed for a little while because the girl that I knew that worked there was like, "Oh, I lost my job. They closed the doors. Yada yada yada." I was looking for. She ended up going to Indianapolis. So
The
apparently
last
they're
one
back.
is the
'cause-
Cole Porter. It's just like it's a porter, and it wasn't really bad. I mean, it was definitely like a heavier beer, and it definitely tasted better with the meal than it did just drinking it.
and that's when you need like a beer sommelier. That
Sommelier.
sommelier.
So
I started to say Somalian.
Somalian.
We need that one Somalian guy.
A beer Somalian.
But and then I saw like up on their board they had a couple seasonals, and this next one is where actually I tried it up there on tap, and it was just freaking delicious.
It's always better on
so-
tap.
I heard all about it.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
I
always
was
so-
better
happy
on
when I
tap.
seen that picture.
Yeah. So I'm just like, it's delicious. So I
Red's
went to
Apple
their-
Ale on tap.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, God, it's delicious.
It's-
Anytime it's on tap.
They switched. They used to have it at, show my age, Deer Creek. They switched it. Now it's one of the hard ciders or something like that. But
Yeah.
It's
Angry
Angry
Orchard.
Orchard.
yeah. But yeah, Red's Apple. If you ever find that stuff on tap, if you like it out of a bottle,
I bet.
you're going to be surprised.
Well, we
how
had it
it's
up there
on
at
tap.
in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
at the
we had it in
corner.
Milwaukee on
Everybody was
tap.
like,
yeah.
what is that? Well, it's Red Apple's Ale. Oh, we've had this. Oh, my God. It's delicious.
Right. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's when your wife drank all of it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Most of the time, it was take 2 drinks, hand it to Brian.
This time she's taking drinks from other people.
She
Like,
did
"Here,
that.
no,
She
this
took
is
a drink of that one, handed it to Brian. I looked at her and said, "What are you, nuts?" And I slid it to Pat.
and Pat drank it, and he goes, what's wrong with you?
I said, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
And then I showed up, and everybody's like, "Oh, you like that?"
I was like, it's not that
slid
bad.
in.
It's like,
So
here.
basically, what it was is almost a repeat of me and you and the pregnant lady,
Right.
to where we walked in, got our beers, and then split her beers,
Right.
and walked out of there going, "Woo,
Ooh, I feel
okay,
good.
we
Of
got
course-
a nice little buzz going."
Well, they started us off with Miller Lite.
Yeah. Which I was pissed because I've been to Milwaukee twice. I've been to the brewery in Milwaukee twice.
So was the
And
time me
neither-
and you like the first time?
Yeah.
And neither time had High Life.
Neither time they had High
High
Life
Life.
on tap.
But you did find out where they do have it on tap.
Yeah, they had it at the Harley Davidson bar and restaurant. They had it on tap, and I should have got it there.
But they also
But-
said that you have to go to Colorado if you actually want it from the brewery on tap.
Oh, I don't know.
No,
Yeah, they said that that's the
they
only
make
place.
they make everything in Milwaukee except for Coors. Coors, you have to go to Colorado.
That's what he said. He
This
said
is-
Miller High Life. He said that
Miller
they
High
don't
Life,
they
they
don't do
make
it on
it-
tap there.
Yeah, they
No,
make
they
it.
don't do it at the thing at the beer garden or whatever they
Right.
have. So I'm just like,
But they still make it in Milwaukee. They just don't
Yeah.
have it at the beer garden.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
and
Sorry.
that made me very upset.
But yeah, Coors is still. They don't make Coors in Milwaukee. That's still just a Colorado thing.
ground.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
And then, what do we do in mistake? Send the guy drunkest to go get the van. Where's Brian? He went to get the van. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, bad. This is bad. Then he pulls up, it's like, oh, get the hell out of there. Okay.
I only hit four midgets and a prostitute.
Well, I guess it was
I'm-
okay because
I'm
Heather
fine.
went with you, so you were fine.
Yeah, we
Between
were fine.
both of you, you were sober.
Well, he's like, "Should we go get the van to pick everybody up?" I said, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea." I was like, "Hell,
I'm
I'll
not
just go
done
get it."
with that one yet.
I know. You better drink up. We have another one.
We still have Sunlight. We still have Space Station Middle Finger and a whole bunch of other stuff to try. But the Space Station Middle Finger is more geared towards like the Rolling Rock style.
Those ain't
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I don't mind Rolling Rock.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
I liked Rolling Rock before they got taken over by
we bought the
Miller.
30 pack.
Yeah.
We bought a 30 pack, and while you guys were down drinking moonshine and having a good time, we were killing a 30 pack of Rolling Rock up here.
Yeah, I mean,
Thinking
I'm
about
telling
you.
Rolling Rock tasted a lot better when it was brewed in Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah,
All right, they don't use the glass tanks in Latrobe to make it anymore, so they make it in like St. Louis. I think they got bought by Budweiser or some Anheuser-Busch,
Yeah, something.
and it just does not taste the same.
Well, Anheuser-Busch got bought out by the Dutch.
Foreign company.
Yeah, so,
there's no longer no. Well, yeah, all the major brewing companies are.
Owned by foreign
now.
entities, yeah.
What's funny is like with Budweiser, with Anheuser-Busch, they try to keep like American beer, like like flags or whatever, but it's still a foreign country or foreign
owned.
company. What do you got now?
Clunk.
Premium craft cider.
Yep,
Gluten-free.
all
Is
natural.
it a Dickens cider?
It's certified
It's,
gluten
If
free.
it is, he ain't going to tell you.
which it's a cider, so it shouldn't have any gluten in it in the first place.
Right.
Because it should just be the fruit, some sugar, and the yeast. So nowhere in there do you have any gluten.
I'm getting ready to, along those lines, just real quick, I'm getting ready to do some crock pot stuff
Yeah.
for so we can drink.
Everybody ready for a
But he can't be in the
cider?
house for like 2 days.
Oh, there we go.
They put pineapple and apple juice.
Pass that down to Woody.
But Pat can't be in the house for like 2 days. because
California Cider Company.
because what I was getting ready to do was like the crock pot, like apple cider,
Yeah.
where you put the apples and all the stuff together and then cook it in the crock pot for whatever and then drain it off. But it's like 2.5
Twist
things
off, or
of
you're gonna pop it.
it's 2.5 things
tell.
of cinnamon. So like with it cooking in there,
Check, please.
No, it's not twist off.
it'd be like macing him with. It would be like macing him with
Mace.
no cinnamon. I'm pretty sure he'd take mace instead of being hit in the face with
Windsor.
cinnamon.
No, because
When's
if you
our
have
next
Mason,
break?
it opens everything up. It'll just get into me quicker.
When's our next break?
In 5
15.
minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay. So, but
It's on each of these.
okay. But while we're up there,
Smell it.
I had a hamburger up there, right?
Uh huh.
And I'm like, okay, well, they let me try their kettle chips because they make their own
Sounds great,
chips there. Like,
Sounds like a place we need to go.
right?
so I'm
It's
like,
a
I
double
tried
shout out
them
to the
and
West.
they were good, but
The
like,
fat guy
I'm-
in me is sitting here going, "All right, because if we're gonna drink this much here, to try everything, somebody's got to order a pizza.
And like me,
Because we're talking about food and drinking copious amounts of alcohol.
right.
Oh, God. Lock my jaw.
Is it so sweet? You
No. It's not the sweet.
It's the sweet. It locked my jaw. Wow.
But
It's sour, I guess.
so I tried the chips, but I'm a big, huge fan of onion rings, and they make their own onion rings there.
Oh.
Right? Because I'm just like, yeah, I want the side of onion rings instead of the fries or the chips. She's like, well, do you want them panko dipped or you want them beer batter dipped? I'm just like,
Beer is a choice.
I was like, I get a choice. It's not just like, here's our onion rings. She's like, no, we make them here, so you can get them beer battered or you can get them panko, like beer battered.
Now, what exactly is a panko?
It's a
Panko's
crumb.
like the crumbs.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, and then I want this, the half moon burger because it was like a half-pound cheeseburger with pulled pork put on top of it with
I
onion
love
rings
those.
on it.
I love those.
She's
There's
like,
one here in town. We actually went broadcast live. They have something similar at the Point,
Okay.
where it's like a regular with a burger with the pulled pork and the onion rings on top.
No, I had one that was
So-
it was somewhere else, but it was a hamburger with brisket on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh God, that sounds amazing.
That sounds good too. And she's
Somebody's
like,
got to order a pizza because
She's
I'm
like-
starting to get hungry.
I just
yeah,
had pizza.
and then she looked at me. She's like, okay, well, what kind of cheese do you want? I'm just like,
More
she's like, well, we
choices.
have American, we have Swiss, we have Gouda, we have Pepper Jack, we have Colby Jack, we have. I'm just like, Pepper Jack. She's like, okay, well,
So many choices, I don't know what to
yeah,
do.
she's like,
Tell me that's not a computer call.
yeah, that's a
050.
robocall. She's like, okay, well, what kind of barbecue sauce do you want on the pulled pork? I'm just like,
There's more choices.
she's like, well, we got like 5 different types of barbecue sauce. I'm just like, what do you have here at the table? She's like, well, that's our 3, most popular sauces. I'm like, well, I'll just try those. Just don't put any sauce on it. And it came out, and that some bitch was probably every bit of like 6 or 7 inches tall. They had to put one of those big
Big
like
skewers.
kebab skewers in it to hold it together.
Not just one of those little plastic knives, but like a whole skewer.
How did your
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
not take pictures of that?
I took a picture of it.
Where the hell is it?
It's on my phone.
He's
I'll
like,
pass it around.
I will share that to everybody because this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
amazing.
Because I'd have
Yeah.
been like, let me pack the car. We're going.
Okay, this is after I ate like 2/3
Everything.
of the onion rings.
That's a big fucking onion ring.
All
That's
right.
a big sandwich. That's a big sandwich.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like my plate. It's a big oval plate, and I don't know how many onion rings, but I ate the onion rings, I ate the pulled pork.
And you were almost full.
I was full
It's like, God
because
damn.
we had like potato skins for like the appetizer, and it's like, oh yeah, Applebee's potato skins. Think the little bitty things? No,
And they're
these
full
some
potatoes.
bitches come out and they're full
Potatoes cut in two.
cut in half, and like the chives and all that bacon and stuff all put on them. And
Maybe we should.
They were
go there, 'cause
amazing.
then we're not going to be able to drive home.
yeah, if we go, we'd have to have somebody like
Uber.
drive us back.
Uber
yeah,
that bitch.
A $75 Uber bill.
yeah. Right now
Well,
though,
the Uber driver's sitting with us, though.
yeah, not anymore. I don't do Uber. I don't have to.
You will that night, bitch. Get over and Uber our ass around.
But we actually need to take a break and pay some bills and
Try something new.
try something new, and we'll be back.
All right.
Bye.
Hey,
Hey.
hey. All right, we're back.
Is there much
Now this-
difference between a saunter and a sachet?
The spelling.
So, a sachet is a little more flamboyant.
Well,
Right.
according to Billy Crystal,
Never mind.
there is a difference.
Okay.
Because remember in City Slickers 2? What was it, 1 or 2?
The
He's
legend
like-
of the first one.
The first one, he's like, well, I just figured I'd sashay over here. Never really sashayed before. I've sauntered, or whatever,
Yeah. If you ask RuPaul,
sashay.
Work.
Shantae.
right?
Where's
You
Bobby
better
when we
work
need him?
it, girl. Bobby. But this next one, I think everybody's agreed that this was a good choice.
Boy,
I didn't
you
hear-
can't
I didn't
put
hear-
it down and
haven't-
drink it
haven't-
again because, man, your jaw just goes right back to going, grr.
I didn't hear
Well,
about
that's
you.
you.
I haven't heard Woody say a word about it yet.
Yeah.
So does your jaw lock
Not much of
open?
a cider guy.
Shut up. It's
He
not
didn't
bad.
answer me.
It's not your typical cider. You think of cider, you automatically go to apple.
Right.
Well, it's
And this is pineapple.
My first thing.
pineapple and apple.
My
Yeah.
first question to him was like, "Does your jaw lock open?" He's like,
No.
"Shut up."
Is the hard apple
Because that is
ciders,
important to know.
are they 5% alcohol or are they more?
I think it just depends on which one you get.
Because
that pineapple Rita last week was 8%, but I think it's actually considered like a malt liquor, right?
Right, because
I don't know.
this one's 5%.
Like Colt 45.
Colt 45.
5 and 2 zigzags.
And that reminds me of a story, but I'm not saying it on air. And it involves a certain person who says stuff that's totally inappropriate.
Yeah.
He's sitting right
Yeah.
here.
I'm
No.
right here. That's
No, the other guy.
Oh, you want to hear my joke?
No.
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 But
I'll get that on the air one of these days.
I don't care.
we were up there at
Right,
that.
that's right. I don't care.
So the next break, I'm playing Colt 45. By the way, just letting everybody
He's the
know.
one behind you standing with a fork going, do it.
Do it.
You know how you see cartoons like Angel
Yeah,
on
Pat,
one
go ahead
shoulder?
and tell.
What's the last thing?
You know the cartoons where you have like the angel on this shoulder and the devil on this
okay.
shoulder? Well, the angel is like all the rest of us, and the devil's like Brian. Go ahead,
Fucking do it.
jump in
Hey,
there,
me, go right on ahead.
right, jump in there both feet. I don't care,
Maybe for once I won't be the asshole.
right?
No.
You know, it's been a while since I've had Woody look at me and go, what the hell's wrong with you?
But no. Okay, while we were eating dinner, though, I noticed they had
Back to what
up
we were
on
talking
the
about.
no. Like up on the board, they have like all of their beers listed up on this big board in the restaurant. I'm just like,
I thought you was going to say the Hip Hugger Hall of Fame. I was going to get excited.
All the dancers up on the board.
Yeah,
I want that one.
send her out to the table, have her get up here.
The top answer is right here.
That reminds me of a joke. You know how you know when a
I got a joke.
no. You know how you know when a
Turn my mic on again.
you know how you know when a date's going good?
How?
You ask her to dance, she jumps up on the table.
Although I do believe the last time Brian, Woody, and I were together, we did have that option. Steak, baked potato, and a dance.
But I'm just like,
They should
oh,
put. They
Well,
should.
that's been a while ago.
That's a long time.
Been-
Last
that's
time we
been a
were in a
minute.
strip club together.
I totally agree with.
That's Atlanta.
That was Atlanta.
I
Gold
totally.
digger.
I totally agree with Rodney Carrington. They should totally put a titty bar in Walmart.
Upstairs.
A lap dance and a. I'll take a corn dog and a titty or lap dance.
What is a titty bear?
getting my
Teddy
oil
bear?
changed, I'm getting me a lap dance.
I'm telling you, if they just put an observation deck at the Walmart in Anderson, they'd make a killing. If they sell beer and put an observation deck.
Yeah. But no, while we were there, like they had all the beers listed, and they had this pineapple cider on. So I'm just like, I want to try that. So she brought me out a glass, and I tried it. I was just like, oh man, that is delicious.
And then he texted me.
That's right.
Oh my God! You gotta try this.
Well,
And then I
pineapple's
got
like my favorite.
By the way,
I got
where
sorely
we're
disappointed because they could not sell it to me in a growler because they didn't make it themselves.
no, that's the one thing is like you have if you buy a growler, you have in a growler, you have to. It has to be something they make.
Yes.
Which goes back to the thing, but does it have to be their growler? Because I have
I
like
don't-
13 growlers sitting
Right,
downstairs.
right.
If I
And
grab the wrong one,
You know, honestly, I don't think they would care because they're making money.
because I would look at it as like, I have your growler somewhere.
Yeah, it's at home.
In fact, I
amongst
have
the other
two of
dozen.
them. I have two of them. I just chose poorly. I wasn't aware that I was coming here until
Right?
I just knew I was going somewhere, so I grabbed a growler in general.
Could you imagine having like two?
If you're
like,
out
12,
there in Radio Land, but and you know the answer to that, let us know.
right?
I want to
Or-
know if I
What is
take
it,
a random
866 what is it?
765-298-8661
That's it.
or 278.
Yeah, shoot us a text. But
Yeah, 278-8661.
I don't see why they
It's his phone.
couldn't.
He didn't remember.
Because all they're going to do is they're going to sanitize it, fill it back up,
Mm-hmm.
and put like a little piece of plastic on it so it's sealed.
Well, no, they don't even like the places I've been. They don't even do that.
Oh no,
They're like of course, I go, can we, like, oh, yeah, as long as you put it in the back seat, you're fine. Okay.
No, the waitress actually is like, yeah, we seal it that way on your drive home, you don't get in trouble.
Like, we just stopped in and got a growler. We haven't been drinking. He's intoxicated. He's not driving. He's not drinking.
Right. But, so I'm like, oh man, this is so good. This is so good. And she told me, it was like, well, Ace is the company name. So,
now I have like the Ace hardware thing. Ace is the place for your hardware.
For your helpful hardware, drunk.
Right.
But
I know a few of them too.
Yeah. But like I hopped online and we had to go to Indy, so I'm just like, well, there are probably a bunch of places down there that have it. And
there was one.
Sure enough. No, there was like 25 different places that carried.
Every time I do that though, I was like, oh god, this is amazing. I need to look at like how many. Like there's one. It's like okay, I have to drive 50 miles.
Finally found one of those Smirnoff Twists. It
Yeah.
wasn't the one she liked, but she bought it just.
Oh no, we got her one.
Oh, you the one got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the mango whatever.
I don't know. She brought it home. She showed it to me. She's like,
No, the one that she actually wanted.
"Oh, you found one?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit."
Yeah, so we bought two. My wife's like comes carrying over two of them. I'm like, did you find something you wanted? She's like, well, Angie really wanted one, so I bought one for her and one for me. I'm like, okay.
Well, when she bought when she's at Meyer, she bought the vanilla porters.
Yeah.
She found one that was like a lemon lime or something like that. She goes, it wasn't the flavor I wanted, but that was the first time she'd found one of the twist in a store around here. So
yeah.
she
No,
bought
we found some. We got her covered. And she's like, and I'm taking her one of the pineapple ones.
You bet your ass!
So yeah,
that was actually
it was something between your wife and my wife. They talked about the flavor, and my wife saw it and bought it for her. So, like, it's there.
I'm not surprised. We walked through a store and it's like, oh, I gotta get that for Heather. Okay, buy it.
right. And that's the same thing my wife did. She's like, oh, Angie would love this. I'm like, okay.
You know what's funny? Me and Woody had that conversation, but it was about today.
Yeah.
Because we went to look for. I asked him to give me a ride so I can get Halloween decorations, so I can get spider webs up and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we walked past the beer aisle and was like, "Oh, look, Michigan beers," and like, "Oh, look, these are all Indiana beers." And he's starting like, "What do you think people would like?" It was like, "I like that one." So let's find the weirdest name.
Right.
I was like, Space Station Middle Finger. That's a weird name.
Hell yeah.
We did find the space herpes beer there.
Yeah.
Oh
it was
yeah,
there.
the magic space dust.
Elysian.
I'm telling you, we just needed to make a trip over to that Jungle Gyms one day just to buy
Different beers.
Hell, we could buy enough different beers over there.
Just to stock up for a while.
Yeah, we wouldn't have
Right.
to go back for 3 months or better.
Yeah, but no
Yeah.
wonder like we'd buy them all that sucked.
The
I'm
Meyer.
going to find that one over there. I should have bought it. It's actually called
We'll find
the old leg humper.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I was
Yeah.
trying
And
to.
And
I
it
got
shows
that.
a picture of a dog hunching some guy's leg.
No, that was
I don't care
one of
what
the-
it tastes like. I just want
That
You
was
just-
one
you
of
just
the
wanna put
beers.
this-
just to have it up there.
That was one of the beers that was at in Muncie at the liquor store right there off of the campus.
Really,
But they only
the
had
old-
one,
really,
and I was like, I need at least 3. I need at least 4.
yeah.
Like we need. He's like, I can't.
we go.
I well, we have is one left. I'm like,
Old Leg Humper, Thirsty Dog Brewing Company.
yes.
Yep. All their beers are named after dogs. They're stuff a dog does.
And literally, like, I saw that and I was like, I want that. And I said, can you give me a 4-pack of it? And he goes, no, I only have one left. I can't do anything else. I'm like, Old Leg Humper. that is one that needs to be only because of the name.
Right.
I'm starting to buy. I'm just going to say screw it. I'm just going to buy stuff because of the name. And then you guys suffer for it.
I don't know if you can get much worse from the Edmund Fitzgerald.
I don't know that Make America. What was that one can that I had? Make America Moist Again or something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
Okay, here
I
it
have
is.
no idea.
It was enough
Thirsty?
that I bought the can and I drank it just so I can put the can up.
Here it is. Thirsty Dog Brewing Company. Yes, I'm over 21. Available all year in 6-pack and draft. Bloodhound Orange, Citra Dog, Heaven or Hell's Lager, Labrador Lager, Old Leg Humper, Raspberry Ale.
Dude, they have a t-shirt.
Siberian Night Russian Imperial Stout. That's just like way too much.
They have a t-shirt.
Cerberus Belgian Triple Ale.
That's better than the double.
A triple Ale. No, a triple Ale is probably, you're looking at like 12%.
Isn't Cerberus like the three-headed dog?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's the Cerberus Belgian Triple Ale.
Right, so you're looking at like, if you're looking at like a double or a single ale being like 4 to 5%, a triple ale is like 12 to 15%.
Kind of like my wine.
Yeah.
Twisted Kilt, the 12 Dogs of Christmas. Irish Setter Red, Whippet Weed, Barktoberfest, Old Choco.
I don't know if I'd want that one or not.
Rail
Old
Dog,
Choco.
Pineapple IPA. That one I'm kind of torn on. It says
'Cause it's a pineapple, but it's an IPA. So it's
Brian's
pineapple
not even paying
bullshit.
attention.
Hey, Brian, we found a beer. What is it? Pineapple. What kind of beer is it?
It's
Pineapple. It's
pineapple.
pineapple. No, I know it's pineapple. It's pineapple. I'm not drinking it. Why? Because you won't answer the question.
Limited releases like Airship,
It's-
Ankle Biter.
So it's like pineapple liquid ass.
Right. Oh, man. But I wonder if they have like a beer finder.
They should.
Ooh, beer finder. Here we go.
It should say Muncie.
Retail locations.
It will tell you It should tell you Muncie.
I don't know. See, this one has, you can look up specific ciders.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Ace has apple, honey, berry, perry, pumpkin, joker, pineapple, space, and blackjack 21 ciders.
That damn near sounded like a poem.
Right?
And
And you
apparently, before you go too far, apparently Old Leg Humper is being listed as a pretty good porter.
A pretty good porter.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's not an IPA; it's a porter. And from everything
It's got
I'm looking,
that going for it. Then it has a chance.
everything I'm looking at, there's like a 3.75 out of 5. That's the average. Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of 3.5s to 5s.
That ain't bad. I got
on the
to ask my
ratings.
brother about this place. He's been there. The 1,000 degree wood fired pizza. He's actually been up there.
You're making me hungry.
Normally he'll tell me when a place is pretty good because he called me about that grills and grains and stuff like that.
Right.
But
And we're back to everybody's like
Everybody's reading.
everybody's like, looking at like what's going on?
so, what's everybody's thoughts on the pineapple?
I like it. That's 2 for 2 so far. That's amazing.
Did you buy anything this week?
No, but
Okay.
I was
We're good.
kind of
We've got a chance to not have it ruined.
Well,
I was
thinking
in.
about-
was he? Did you take him with you?
Yes,
Oh, Jesus.
yes.
well, I tell you what, one you will like.
Hey, see
Which
this
one?
right here?
Well, no, he doesn't like the he
And,
doesn't like he's not going to try the cream ale.
No,
I've had it. It's okay.
Oh,
Hey, Stifler, how's the pale ale?
I've had it
Right.
before though. My nephew when he got married, they had a keg of it. So I was like,
nice.
See, that's one of my favorites.
so
So
I
he
drank
bought
a
that.
couple of them.
He bought that, and then he bought.
Hell, the way
he's
things
like,
are going, I might try one anyway.
he's like, what is going? He's like, what do you think? And I was stuck on Space Station Middle Finger just because of the name.
Right.
And it wasn't an IPA. It was an American Pale Ale, which is like Rolling Rock and all
Yep,
that.
yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
we'll
hopefully-
fire that up.
Hey, Stifler, how's the pale ale?
How the hell did IPAs ever get popular anyway? Is it?
Millennials.
I
Which
don't
would be
know.
ironic, I guess.
People who smoke and have bad taste buds.
I can see that.
Just
could see
saying,
that.
like if you burn out your taste
I'm on
buds,
so many medications to make me happy. I don't care what I drink.
Everything tastes great.
Everything's good in my life.
Does this look good? Is it?
Right.
Yeah.
right,
Selfie.
I really don't like it, but everybody is saying that IPAs are the new thing, so
I'm going to
I'm
drink
going
it
to go
anyways.
with it.
I don't know. I'd be happy with $1 Pabst PBR. You know, like
Right.
give me a PBR for $1.
Hell, I remember when everybody in Indiana was just happy to get a Coors because
Right?
they knew
Yeah.
somebody that went across the Mississippi to buy it.
I was
Yeah.
that way with a Yingling for a while too. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I will drink
Right.
a Yingling because somebody went to Ohio to go grab it and bring it up because
Yep.
it stopped at the Indiana line.
Yep.
And now that they're in Indiana,
Now I've tried the original Yingling. They've got that Yingling Light now or
the lager,
Pale
yeah, there was the blonde.
Blonde. That was it.
Yeah,
Blonde. I've tried a couple of blondes. They're normally not too bad. But
I'm a fan of a 6-foot blonde, but you know what? I need a ladder.
This is
I'm only
we had a
5.
6-foot blonde.
I'm only
Well,
5'6".
you might need a ladder.
I'm only 5. I'm only 5'6". I need a little boost for a 6-foot blonde.
When you lay them
I'm
down,
telling
it
you.
don't matter how tall they are.
Hey, here you go.
Right?
Good job, Topher. Good job. Oh, not that kind
I'm
of
telling you
boost.
this
Not that kind
No,
of
I'm
boost.
sorry.
this cider though. This is like one of those things. Is like, oh man, it tastes pretty good. Yeah, I could drink this. And next thing you know, you're like, cider.
You know, like the
You
fact
sick
that
bastard! What'd you just say to me?
we literally still have 12 fruit punches, not your father's fruit punch,
I'll be down there.
sitting downstairs because
There will be
somebody
one
went
left.
and bought 2 cases when they realized, you mean it's like $11 a case?
Oh yeah, he
We're
told
going
me
to buy
about
2
that.
cases. We
Right.
still have a 12-pack.
I might take one of those home just so I can try one later. I
That's
won't try
fine.
one tonight, but I actually want to try it.
Okay, there'll be 0 left because I'm
There
going to
is-
drink 11 of them. And
There-
Bob's gonna
they
have
are-
one.
that was like the
They are delicious.
one night everybody's amazed with something and I'm not here.
No, it was delicious.
It was.
But
pretty
I've
good.
drank so much of it now that I'm like,
burn
Yeah, I
out.
just burn out on it. Time for
then-
something new.
So
and then?
I mean,
And then.
I'm seriously like going to try to find some of their other ones because like
What else they make?
They have
though,
a-
do you know?
they have apple flavored, honey, berry, Perry. I don't know what Perry flavored would be. Pumpkin, Joker. We
Periwinkle.
tried the
Oh.
pineapple.
Periwinkle
See,
Blue.
I'd go for the apple and the honey and the berry.
No, what?
Ace,
One of
something,
Clay's car that
Blackjack
he had a car
21.
that was periwinkle.
I'm so
or
burnt out
no,
on
it was
pumpkin
your
anything.
mom.
My mom had the
I just want
Periwinkle
pumpkin
Blue
pie.
That's
Avenger.
I don't
That's
give a
right.
shit. I don't
That
want
damn car
pumpkin
was
spice,
nice.
latte, or pumpkin
No.
spice. I just want pumpkin
No
pie.
pumpkin ice cream, no pumpkin anything. I just want pumpkin pie with some Cool Whip.
Really?
Side
Cool
conversations. We can only do one conversation at a time.
My
I
mom.
want pumpkin pie with Cool Whip.
Libby said that
Whip.
the only good thing about pineapple. Stop it. About pumpkin spice is in pumpkin pie, and it should never have anything else.
That's what we
Speaking
used to
of
talk
which-
Because
about.
now B-Dubs has pumpkin spice chicken wings.
Speaking of which, next week I am buying just because we're getting ready to. Because next week is right the day before.
Yeah.
Our Halloween party. We are totally having
He got my mic.
pumpkin. At least one pumpkin ale.
I saw
For
some,
Halloween.
and I vetoed it while I was at the store.
I tried the Lion
No, this is just one.
Lion Cool's Fall Harvest is what they
Yeah,
call
the-
theirs.
Yeah,
It's not really a pumpkin spice, but the flavors in it
or kind of.
are kind of pumpkin. They're not, but
They're
it's
fall.
fall flavors.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They also have like a fall
So it
shandy
tastes like
type
dead
thing
leaves?
that has pumpkin in it, or pumpkin shandy.
Dead leaves, smoke, and pumpkin spice.
Right.
But I haven't tried. Well, yeah, I have. That grapefruit thing we took up there was nasty. But most of the Lion Cools I've ever tried has been decent.
Anything with grapefruit in it is bad.
I'm avoiding anything. Grapefruit and beer is a bad goddamn combination.
That's
I've
right.
had
Grapefruit
one.
and anything.
I've
is
had
bad.
one.
Dude, because
One out of like the 8 or 9 that I've tried. One was actually halfway decent.
it's not. It's worse
It's like
when
a
you
bowl
get
of
up the
crack
next
for a
morning and you,
recovering addict. They just don't go together.
well, it's true, but you get up the next morning and you belch, and you're like, oh god, you
Well,
gonna be all right? I don't know.
No, it's like every morning after this show, I wake up and it's like that one scene from
It's his fault.
no, we still have
No, he's
No,
talking to
no,
the
you were
overload.
overloading
Yeah.
it.
yeah, well, that happens. It's like that one scene from American or no, the Varsity Blues.
Where she comes out just covered in whipped cream.
No, like
I don't want to talk about any other scene.
How about the stripper scene with the teacher?
That's good too.
Okay.
No, I
That
wake,
was a good one.
Two
it's
scenes.
actually right after that because every time I wake up Saturday morning, I wake up to the, what's that smell? That's us. Like,
What day is it? I think it's Saturday. Do we got to play tonight? I think so. Oh, God. That's a good quote, too. I can't help it, boss. I got the squirts. Suck it up. We got to put one in
they
the end
scanned
zone.
my cat. I'm okay.
They scanned my cat.
You got a cat scan. Yeah, I'm okay.
This definitely goes on the good list for me.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll rinse out the
that's
bottle.
tasty.
It goes on the. At least our good shelf is overwhelming the bad shelf
Yeah.
because we didn't put the bad stuff up there for a while.
That's because some of the stickers have gone up here and we put the bottles in the trash where they belong.
Right?
Right.
I was going to say, what happened with the PB&J bullshit we tried that night?
It
that was in the
was.
trash.
It went into the trash, into the incinerator, and I hit it with a hammer
That was... It was
because that was
Oh.
horrible.
That was bad.
Oh, I had a flashback though while I was buying this because I'm like, oh hey, look, a cider, blah blah, blah. I'm like, sweet. And then I'm like looking at other things in the section where this cider was at, thinking, oh maybe there's just the whole section cider. Then I look and it's like one down and one over was the Edmonds Fitzgerald. I was just like, no, this does not.
I
bode
missed that
well.
night, too. See, I missed a great night, and then I missed a horrible night to miss.
Right.
So
that made me
The Edmund
cry.
Fitzgerald.
So-
I was-
so
we
what
were
we're
going
going
to
to have-
that night.
So what we're going to have to do?
Oh, yeah, that was nothing that night was good.
So what we're going to have to do, as we're getting ready to go into break, is buy one Edmund Fitzgerald. That way he can suffer through it
No.
just like everybody else.
No,
No, I
my guy,
wouldn't.
I can't stop at one drink's my problem. It's like, oh, that was god-awful. Like,
You will at
Maybe
that
I was
one.
just wrong. Really?
Oh yeah.
I ended up
Yeah.
finishing it, and I drank somebody else's, just because I'm
I
not a
finished
quitter.
mine.
Dude, I cried.
I'm not
It
a
was
quitter.
bad.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
I-
discuss this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
While we're
Pat
on break.
cries. Pat cries because
Because he's a bit of a crier.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Pat's
wish
a
I was
crier.
there.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
Way around.
Oh, yeah, we're back.
We're back.
As
So,
I'm like beating
we're
the crap out of the table.
Chris is trying to break the table.
This is the new beer for this segment.
I can say
Yeah.
we're stepping up in the world because they ain't been a damn twist top yet.
And then
tonight.
look at that
Right.
shit.
It's bubbling up.
Pat got him some head. He's amazed.
He's got a foamy head.
But I ain't gonna like this already. Oh God!
Hey, I bought it, but don't blame me. Topher picked it out.
Wow,
Hey, I
That's the
dude,
problem.
the bubbles have an aftertaste. Ooh,
I chose it
Wow.
specifically
Oh,
because of
yeah.
the name. I'll be honest with you.
I'll dive in first. Hold on a
Just
minute.
smelling it, it's going to be.
Yeah, but you don't have a good track record with, you don't like stuff that other people like.
Check, please.
Oh, you all right?
Oh my God! Nope.
I shouldn't, but I'm going to keep drinking it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, that's bad.
Yeah, that's
Oh God.
The aftertaste gets worse. It builds.
I will tell you this. I've had worse. Honestly.
No.
Yeah,
It's like
it's-
the Edmund Fitzgerald, dude.
No,
I
this-
didn't know
this is better than that.
Yeah, that's nowhere near the Edmonds Fitzgerald. It's not
Yeah,
the
it's-
best beer we've had, but it's not as bad.
That's
I
like,
should've-
That's a 1 or 2. Ooh.
So you're ranking it higher than the Edmonds Fitzgerald because you gave the Edmonds Fitzgerald a 3.
Yeah, it's okay. Then it's a 3. Ooh.
That's
bad.
Well,
I would actually drink this.
You have no taste.
Well, no, I have taste.
No, you have no taste because you drink IPA.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I will give it. I will
It's-
give it a
it gets
3
better.
based. I will give it a 3 based on
the
the
second
wrapper.
or third, yeah. Take a couple more drinks. It's
No.
still not great. I'm not going to
I
recommend
would
it.
give it around a 5.
Yeah.
It's in the middle.
I just think
To me,
after
it's
having
in
the
the middle.
I
cider,
don't know what that says.
and it was like the sweetness of the cider
That
and
might have
everything,
changed
going
it.
from that to
Yeah.
the space station middle finger, I think it was just like such a drastic jump.
Drastic
It's not
change.
like a rail splitter, which is a horrible beer.
Yeah, I don't want to try it.
Okay, so just off the top of the head, what's a normal 6-pack cost?
For
in
these?
price? No, just normal.
For what? It depends on what it is.
Yeah,
What's
Yeah.
a normal 6-pack? What is that? A Bud
I mean,
Light?
now, if you're like Bud Light, you're looking at like $4 or $5.
Okay, so what did this cost?
12.
9. Was this a 12 or was it a
Yeah.
9? Yeah, it was because the Sunlight was 9 something.
It was less, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's from Munster, Indiana.
yeah.
yeah.
It- I would call it a sharp, bitter
Yeah.
taste.
It's
Yeah.
god awful.
Yeah,
I mean, some people like bitter beers. I mean,
yeah,
that's just
yeah.
This may cause
German.
health problems. Yeah, when you drink it and you spit it all over the windshield. And it,
Well, not everybody has a vagina like you.
I'm telling you,
I have one at
as-
home.
okay, this is like the third like mouthful I've had of it, and it's not as bad as the first mouthful.
Right,
Just
it gets
because-
better. I mean,
Because
because
your taste buds are dying.
well, no,
No,
and
I
I think
don't
it's
think it's
because
that. I
you're
think
getting
it's-
rid of the sweetness from the other.
Yeah, I think
You're starting to actually be able to taste it for itself.
the pineapple cider was like so dang sweet
Maybe that's
compared
why
to this.
The first taste, the bitter just kept building in your mouth. It just kept.
Yeah,
So I
and
took
I
another
bet you,
drink and
this would be really good if you had a big, huge like bacon cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Well, they say
Right.
IPAs
I bet you it'd be really
mixed
good
with
if it was
little
already
meat.
hammered and didn't give a shit what I was drinking.
Well, duh.
Well, I'm halfway there.
Oh, Stafford.
He's actually decided to hide because he doesn't want to be part of any of the reindeer games today. like, I don't want to try any of that stuff.
You call me a pussy. Coward.
He's got his earphones in, so you're not
I don't
gonna
give a
hear
shit. He's still a coward. He can listen to it later.
But no, like I said,
All right.
To
On
me-
better judgment, I'm taking a second drink.
to me, like I said, it's not the best
Take a
beer
couple
we
of
had.
them. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a good beer. I'm not going to say that. It's just
It's
But-
got that grapefruit taste to me.
I don't get that. It was
I
the
don't taste any-
aftertaste more than.
I think the bitterness, I could
It
see
is-
where you
it-
could compare it to like the
It is a bitter beer, but
That
it's
tastes
not.
like the damn thing we had in Milwaukee.
It's definitely bitter. I'll give it that. And I don't
Yeah.
think I'm going to drink any more of it, but I gave it a try.
yeah.
yeah.
Bad Woody. No donut for you.
No, it,
Hey, that's fine. I'll drink it because you know what?
I didn't pick it out.
And like I
just
said,
paid
I
for it.
picked it out because it said Space Station Middle Finger.
You can have it.
Which-
All right.
yeah, I can't say. I can honestly say I'd probably buy it because of the name, just to try
I can't.
it.
It's
Right.
It tastes like
Just
grapefruit.
like I wanted to buy Old Leg Humper, but I couldn't get 4 of them.
Well-
I wanted to buy
Yeah.
it too. That's why I'm saying that.
Right?
Well, it was like Bill's Brown Sugar.
Right.
Sounds
Right?
good from the name.
I like
Right,
it.
it's
I mean,
like-
the casing
Well,
is
the
awesome.
thing is, with this, I'm seeing Space Station Middle Finger. I'm like,
Can I see the box, man?
I'm not
The
getting
case?
high expectations. I see something called brown sugar. My expectations are up.
Right.
So
And that's the
this
same
I know,
thing-
this is a crapshoot.
Right.
Brown
And
sugar,
that's-
it should taste halfway decent.
Right, and that's what I
That-
thought too. I'm just like brown sugar.
No, we
that
found
sounds good.
found even more Lagunitas.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we were like, well, we do that. And I was like, but it's a Lagunitas.
Yeah.
And he's like,
There's got to be one out there that we like.
right?
I have
Chambers
a
swears up and down
Lagunitas at
there's
the
one,
house.
but we don't believe him. So
I know
There
that's-
is one, but it may be had been a seasonal, and it was only out for that point of time. So I got to
So-
find that point of time.
who wants to drive to Munster, Indiana, knock on the Three Freuds, or the
What's
Three
wrong with
Floyds,
you people?
and smack him upside the face and just leave?
How in the hell can you sell this crap?
Three Floyds had actually. There's one that I've tried
Oh, here we go again.
outside of like I've only ever tried one other, and it was something.
There's
based
one
on,
out there. I know there is.
There was something based on like a World War II whatever, and I was like, okay, I like that, and
Doesn't that
then
look like a Halo
that
setup?
was it. You know, that's the only ever I tried. Three Floyds also did. There was another one.
Kinda?
Let me look it up. Free Floyd's.
I'll be back. We're going to try a second one. I got to get something to taste.
Moonshine's in the freezer.
I just tried a third sip, and it's a little bit less bitter than the first two, but it's still there.
Robert
Does
the
it taste
Bruce.
like-
Robert the Bruce. It is a Scotch ale.
Does it taste like grapefruit to you?
No.
Okay,
The Scotch ale that they have from Three Floyds is actually pretty decent.
Robert, say that again.
It's Robert the Bruce. It's a Scotch ale. It's kind of like the Wee Mac
The other
that we
side
had the
of
other night.
thing is cool. It's
So
like a
well,
I thought it looked like a
tank.
Halo kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah, they weren't here for that one.
What?
For
For the Wee Mac? No, like everybody liked the Wee Mac, so I mean,
I
Yeah.
like VMAC. That's fine.
Like I said, I'll take a glass of that. That's fine. Woody.
Hey, these are twist offs, and
That's a vanilla porter,
it's
right?
because it's the Leinenkugel. Yeah, but we've already had this one, haven't we?
No, not this one.
Oh, not that one? Okay.
This is a different vanilla porter, but this is a...
This is one of their...
Oh, dang, that is
Put your
dark.
headset on so because
Someone hold
everybody
my
can hear
line.
you.
Okay.
No, this is a seasonal with these guys.
Jesus.
Oh, wow,
Okay.
that is
dark.
dark.
I like dark beer. It's the German in me. Like,
I like
the
dark
darker the
beer, and
better.
I cannot lie.
Twist off.
and because I was an archaeologist, which is synonymous for alcoholic,
That tastes like the one we had in Tennessee.
we
Kind of, sort of. It's not bad for dark beer.
But it tastes like the one in Tennessee that doesn't taste like the one here.
Yeah.
And nobody understands what I just said except Brian.
I'm telling you, those bottles we had in Tennessee did not taste like what I brought up here that
It
night.
tastes like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Leinenkugel's Snowdrift Vanilla Porter. This is the one your wife called me and was like, "Hey,
Have
have you
tried
guys
this?
tried this?" I'm just like,
Yeah, my
not
wife's
that I
actually
know.
looking now for new beers for us.
good.
And the fact that she goes up to Fort Wayne, that can open a whole new possibility of beer. Jesus.
Well, I have another beer at the house. I have a 6-pack of
See
another
ya.
beer
Topher.
at the house. But I didn't bring it with me because, like, I knew Brian was bringing this Leinenkugel, so I'm just like, okay, well, I'm bringing the cider. I'm bringing the MILF and honey.
And Woody's bringing it out.
Right, Woody brought some stuff. I'm just like, you know what?
I was going to say the text message was going off like crazy. It's like, my God, we're
Ba-ding,
turning
ba-ding, ba-ding,
alcoholics.
ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding.
Turning into.
Yeah.
Oh,
gonna
there's
have to go
one
to
from
2
Fort Wayne.
meetings this
There's
week.
one from Fort Wayne that
Sorry,
is
Woody.
all. Oh God, what was it? It's all like World War II airplanes. But it's
Is
from
it a brewing company up there?
yeah, it's just like from around Fort Wayne.
Oh, that I don't know.
Indiana Brewing Company breweries.
I think at this point it might be
It's
easier
not
to
bad
start.
for a dark beer. Most of the dark beers I've ever tried, you end up with
WW.
I always had it end up with a coffee taste, aftertaste.
Yeah, this one does too.
This not as bad as some of them I've had. They try to claim it's chocolate, and I was like, "You people are all screwed up." That's not bad.
No, it's not bad. The like when the first drink I took of it, I got like a chocolate.
Yeah,
Then it just like kind of went.
I'm gonna say an 8,
What the shit?
more than likely 3.
Well, huh?
Thank you.
Well, no, I typed in like Indiana breweries.
I'd call that a
World War-
5 to 6
Which one
for
is
me.
that?
The
Which
porter.
one?
Yeah.
The porter.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I'm
Yeah.
calling that an 8, I'm gonna give that a 3, and that's
5 to
probably
6.
5 to 6 on the porter.
Because that is dark.
But if you
Yeah.
like a dark beer, more than likely you would like that one.
I like.
I'm a
this.
fan. I'm a fan of porters,
Yeah.
and I'm a fan of pilsners, and I am a fan of black and tans where you mix the two. So, I'm not a fan of IPAs. I'm a fan of an extra pales, which is what Rolling Rock is. I'm a fan of the extra
Yeah.
pale, American extra pales.
I would say that this vanilla porter is a lot better than that coal porter that I had at
The cold porter.
Yeah.
No, like honestly, I actually made that joke. And I know
No,
I'm
I can tell you,
surprised.
mix this and that, and it's still shitty. You should still end up with that aftertaste.
Anybody?
I'll be in a... no.
I'm gonna take a sip.
I will eventually, but I have 3 beers in front of me. So
I didn't bring my pourer, so.
no, but I was Googling trying to find out like what
Yeah, we're gonna save that for last.
Indiana Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's all I need. Just a little bit. Oh,
Oh, no, but he's like, I got 3 beers. Oh,
Well, that's
Well, no, I-
that's
I
all
might
I
as
got
well
was
just-
just like
Put it in the. That's enough. I don't want to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning having to poop.
now next time we go down there, I'm getting that the barbecue blackberry barbecue sauce. I still should have bought that when I was there. Man, that stuff.
You know, if I can think about it,
I gotta get some ribs. So I got that apple butter barbecue sauce.
if I can think about it, I'll have Kylie
maybe we're
bring
gonna have to
that.
go back to the store.
I'll have Kylie bring her Mountain Java Saturday. The coffee, the one we got her, the coffee flavored. It's different.
That was
Oh my God.
that was pretty good. I'm not a coffee drinker. That was good though.
That's the one that Angie buys all the time. That was her favorite till I think she tried the butter pecan.
Well, the one she bought, she buys at Anderson.
sipping creams.
The
Yeah,
Mountain Java hits harder than that one.
Really?
It's more coffee. It's like coffee.
Okay.
So basically, just like looking at it, I would have a panic attack.
Oh yeah, I mean, the one she buys has got that sweet. It's like coffee and cream mix kind of thing. Is the way I take it.
Yeah.
That the one we got Kylie. It's like coffee.
Straight black coffee.
It's like coffee.
Hug it to my veins.
But no, for the palate cleanser, I brought up the Old Smoky Moonshine blackberry flavor.
Which means that I'm going to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning
I
having
don't.
to poop.
Oh God, that's good.
You don't want to drink the whole
Yeah.
bottle. I can guarantee you that.
No, I
Because
will
every
tell
time
you-
we have moonshine in this
'Cause-
in this show, I wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning going, "Oh God, I got to poop."
Dude, let me tell you something. If you drink that whole bottle, you might poop at 6 o'clock, but you ain't waking up. Heather's going to walk down, Chris. You went to, oh, dear Lord, what is that smell?
I think next time I go down there, I'm going to buy that strawberry sipping cream too.
We're gonna buy
I
more.
wanted to try that too.
We're
Yeah.
going to
And
buy
there's-
more of the butter
Strawberry.
pecan and the...
Plus, we found out there was like
margarita.
a third place that
like
we
the
could have
margarita.
stopped and
No, this
tried
was
stuff.
Just, from
That
Sugar.
Yeah,
dock,
isn't it?
whatever it
Doc
is.
something, yeah. Well, there was one up the road too when we was coming back from the
Yeah.
knife stove,
Yeah,
but we drove past it because I was getting hangry.
yeah. I think we're at that point.
Yeah.
We were all getting a little hangry.
Oh, man, that is smooth.
I will tell you this though.
I gotta stop
Going
drinking
down
right
there and
before I
like
drive
trying
home.
all the different flavors has got me like hopping online
Didn't you
and
find
looking.
different?
Yeah.
No,
Looking up
okay.
different like flavorings.
Here's a stupid question. It's totally off topic. I'm sorry, but it just made me think of it. This stuff here, can we order it
We
from
wouldn't expect
Tennessee and
anything
ship it
different
here?
from you.
I don't know.
Does anybody know that?
Yeah, I'm
We
pretty
can?
Sure. I think you're allowed to ship alcohol.
Yeah.
Go on the
Now-
website, you can buy anything you
What
want.
one? What one are you talking about?
Old Smoky.
Old Smoky.
They have it here.
But, I mean,
Not
they
all
don't
the
have all the
flavors.
flavors.
Not all
There's
the
no
flavors.
way.
I guarantee you they do not have all the flavors.
If you go to Muncie, they do have more flavors than they have in Ellick.
yeah,
Do they
but
have
I'm just
oatmeal?
saying.
Well, I understand that.
I do believe they have the oatmeal. They have the popular flavors.
Do they have the punch?
I have no idea, but I know
How
that
about
they
the
have
Blue
a whole
Flame?
bunch. They
Blue
have
Flame.
absinthe. They have
God.
absinthe over there. They will have Old Smoky,
I'd already
whatever you
done
want.
that. I figured I'd warn y'all. If you wanted to try it, that was up to you.
You know, the communion cups that they give you for the tastings is way too much of that Blue Flame. It's 120 proof.
It's
That's
not
all?
that. It's
That's all?
the fucking turpentine.
You can run your car on 80 proof.
That's what I said. It's only good for stripping paint or putting in your gas tank.
It's one of those things like I would rather drink. It goes to quoting Young Guns 2. I'd rather drink turpentine and piss on a brush fire.
You know, I do have a good friend. that
Or
lives
whatever
in
you're
Tennessee.
talking
He
about.
can buy it and ship it to us.
The Thirsty Dog found no near stores, and I'm looking at from Indianapolis to Fort Wayne to Richmond
For what?
for any of their beers.
Who's that?
The Thirsty Dog, the leg humper.
Oh, yeah. Like I
You
said,
can get Leg Humper in Muncie.
I'm just telling you that.
well, they might have just ordered some in and now they ain't getting
But
no
if
more.
you drive to Akron, you can get all of their stuff over there.
If you drive to
Akron or
Cincinnati.
Cleveland.
Cincinnati, I'm telling you, Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati carry all of them.
Exactly, Cleveland.
Yeah, sorry.
There's some good
Sorry, I
places.
can go to Jungle Gyms just off in Chicago, just off of the train line,
Chicago?
the South Shore. There's a Jungle Gyms right off the South Shore of the Millennium Station.
I want
It's
to take
$8,
a weekend.
parking for free. You can walk there.
I would like to take like a small weekend, like maybe like a Friday,
3-day,
Saturday
yeah.
night.
Where are we going next?
If we don't go back to, and this would probably be like a quicker, like probably like cheaper weekend.
Yeah.
I would like to drive
No,
to Indy.
it's cheaper weekend for me's done.
Yeah, here, yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like I would like to drive to Indy, hop on the Amtrak,
Go to Chicago.
and take the train up to Chicago.
Honestly,
Technically,
I
they
will
travel
tell
for
you,
free.
I will tell you that it's cheaper to drive to Chesterton, Indiana, park for free,
Yeah.
and take the South Shore line into Chicago, because it's $8 round trip versus $65 Amtrak from Indianapolis to Chicago.
But where's Chesterton at?
South of here.
South? No, it's up at the dunes. It's like right there at the dunes.
But that's not the point.
The dunes are
The
south.
point is I want
North. My bad.
I don't want to drive
I want to take the train
with
ride.
an infant.
no,
a teenager.
I'm just saying, like money wise, because he's like money wise.
Look, for the comments that your stepdaughter's been sending me, you can strap her to the damn hood of the Jeep.
Well, what I was just saying was,
She's saying
like,
fly, Eagles, fly.
Yes.
money wise,
Them damn ducks.
like expense wise, it's cheaper to go drive the 2 hours to Chesterton and then take the train in.
See, but this is the thing. We
And then
plan
you're
it
at
3
Millennium
months in
Station.
advance so we can put the little bit of money back every week.
Right.
I'm just saying that.
No, I'm
doesn't
just saying
exist.
because like the Amtrak from Indianapolis to Chicago is way more expensive.
Yeah.
Like I was going to do that route, but I couldn't afford the $100 and some for me and my wife to go to Chicago.
Yeah.
So we went.
Yeah. Instead, you spend $40 on gas and $60 on tickets,
No,
or $16 on
we did $16 on tickets and spent
$20 on gas.
$20
probably.
on gas. And it was cheaper for us, and we got to the exact same spot where those trains come in anyway. And we got to see we got to see the dunes, and we got to see all sorts of stuff.
Look familiar? That's the island.
Oh, it's the island. Yeah.
Lit up
Because
at night.
it was one of those things, because the South Shore line goes past, they go past the
I got something
the
for that.
Field Museum area,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they go past all sorts of stuff. They
That's
go
cool.
past the Navy Yard and into
It's like
Millennium
Game Card.
Station. So like
Hell
all
yeah.
of that stuff is a stop there.
Hey, Brian.
It's one of those things that I love taking the South Shore line in to Chicago, because it means that I don't have to deal with Chicago traffic.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Chicago
One
traffic
o'clock
ain't that
tomorrow.
bad.
If you have a bazooka,
1 o'clock tomorrow. So
Okay.
Have Bill tell Heather. You already know.
Yeah, I'll tell Libby.
oh, so you guys
Oh
have
god,
secrets?
that shit was so good. It's already gone.
Oh, so you guys have secrets? Okay.
We already
know.
told you we're going to the
Asshole.
I've been drinking. I don't remember.
damn pumpkin patch.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've been drinking. I
There's
don't
a sign I
remember
wish I'd seen at every gas station.
what. Arm
that?
and a leg.
No, it's the diesel pump.
Uh-huh.
It says, "Attention, gas vehicle driver. This is a diesel pump. There are very few diesel pumps in this station. If there's other pumps open, please leave this one available for diesel vehicles."
Yeah.
Because I've pulled into a place before, and they're usually right on the end. So 2 cars will pull in, take the 2 diesel pumps, and have 6 gas pumps open. So I got to sit there and wait for one of them to come out of the store.
Yeah.
I guess Old Smoky does. They have a blue moonshine, and they have crystal clear white lightning.
I can't get mine to load. My phone won't do it.
One of the places that we got coming up to do a live show has a crystal clear white lightning style moonshine,
Yeah.
and then they have a whole bunch of alcohol, like drinks,
Yeah.
mixed with it to, for you like.
Orange. I didn't see
Hey, another
orange when
friend
I
of
was
ours
down
is
there.
drinking a vanilla porter by Breckenridge right now, though. Decker,
Yeah.
he just checked in. He's trying a vanilla porter by Breckenridge.
I don't know. He unfriended me.
I would too, but I can't.
He was pissed off because I was a Trump fan.
They have a subscription.
No, I'm talking about I would unfriend.
They had a
Becker,
what? Would you show me?
but that's
Orange
me.
something?
Orange. They have Old Smoky Orange Moonshine.
Yeah, we saw it on the
Yeah.
shelves. They just didn't put it in the...
It was on the side. It wasn't out in the
I'm
main
not buying
shop.
it.
I was going
didn't
to buy
see
it and
any
have
orange.
Brian taste it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because they had like grape and a couple other fruit flavors.
Oh,
Bought a
I'll
grape,
try
and
it.
I got the Hunch Punch.
Now,
Excuse me?
You want grape or red?
you know the orange
red.
candies that look like an orange slice that's covered in sugar?
Yeah.
I'll eat those.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Like the gummies, the...
Yeah, it's like the original big gummies.
Oh, okay.
We got a.
But an actual orange or orange juice is what
Is terrible.
It's horrible to me.
Unless it's
But
at
those
my
orange
house.
candy, the orange circus peanuts,
Yeah.
they're
Those are terrible.
But like I
anyway.
said, the orange candies, the sugar-coated orange-looking candies, aren't bad tasting to me.
Yeah,
orange
that's-
Tic Tacs
Yeah.
don't bother me.
Unless it's orange juice at my house that has moonshine and vanilla and sugar in it. I'm sure
Right.
Brian will drink that.
I'll drink that one, yeah. So
Right?
Well, we got to pay the
We
bills
gotta
again.
pay
we
the
got to pay
bills.
bills
We'll be
again.
back.
So
All right. We'll
We'll
be
be
back.
back.
After these messages.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
And we're back.
And we're back.
We're talking about some really old
Old
crabs.
crap.
Some old bullshit.
And
Okay, that's the best way to put it.
I am-
Old bullshit.
and I'm still drinking somebody else's
And
Three Floyds.
For the two listeners that will get
I
this,
finished
I'm
mine.
going to say this as the hint of who we're talking about. So that's all we're going to say.
No, I hopped on the Old Smoky Moonshine's website.
I can't get on. It won't let me on.
Are there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
They
it
got,
knows you're over the limit already.
He's drunk.
Blow
Well, let him
into
on.
this.
He'll buy more.
no, like online they only sell like apple pie, pumpkin pie, orange, blackberry,
Really, you can't get the whole menu?
Hunch Punch.
That totally doesn't sound well.
get the whole-
I
that
don't
Hunch
know if
Punch
it's
is
tasty or
good.
nice.
Like, what are you gonna do? You know, like Hunch Punch.
and then they have like the moonshine, like chocolate cherry
Starburst.
moonshine.
Yeah, I think I
Chocolate
did.
cherry?
Yeah, I did see
Did we
that
see
down
that?
there. That was one of their new flavors they just released.
Yeah, this is peaches and moonshine, and they sell their blue flame and white lightning.
Here's
That's bad.
two beers you can have here, Chambers. You got a shitload.
I'm still drinking. You're
But they-
definitely trying to make sure that I shit
You
like
can-
6 o'clock in the morning.
But you
Well, you
can
ain't
get
got to go
the
nowhere tonight. You're already home.
you can get the salty caramel,
Hey, you don't have to go to work tomorrow.
right?
Yeah, I do. It's called Metal Madness.
Not till 9 o'clock. You sleep all day.
I'm just going to sip on that for a little bit.
Now,
I
like,
am going to be so hungover. This is like the one show that makes me an alcoholic. I only drink like once a week.
That's Friday
It's
nights.
Friday nights.
Yeah.
and it's
Friday
like
nights.
it makes me qualify
Unless
as an
one
alcoholic.
of the few special occasions a year, this is the only time I'll drink. 4th of July.
4th of July.
New Year's Eve.
4th of July. Hide this.
4th of
Hide
July.
this, and
Yeah.
I'm going to find it anyway.
vacation.
Hide
Okay,
this. I'm
so-
going to find it anyway.
Okay, so the blue flame from Old Smoky.
Yeah, vacation was an odd time. Not an odd time, but that was an off time for me. But hell, I had fun.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what vacation's for,
Yeah, sitting around a fire and bullshitting.
right? Are you gonna drink Halloween at the Halloween party next weekend?
I probably will, but I don't know how much because,
Not
like
a
I said,
lot.
I have went from, hey, my youngest is 16 to hey, my youngest is 2.
Hey, my youngest is a DD.
Now, at one time,
My youngest
yeah,
just
I
turned
went from my
one.
kids being designated drivers to now what the hell you doing? Where'd you go?
What the hell do you do? Like
Right.
that
How'd you
doesn't
get
go
up
in your
there?
mouth.
How did you get there?
Hey, at least you don't have to go through the VCR was hungry.
Yeah,
What did you put in
DVD
there?
player. Mine was the DVD player. It was like
Kylie
I
fed the
opened it
VCR.
up. I opened it up, and like when the tray slid out, there was like a slice of bologna. I'm like, how in the hell? Never mind.
Hey, at least it fit.
Right.
Right?
You know, Kylie fed the VCR a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Because it was hungry.
It was hungry. And
So
Libby told me
the-
about it, and I was like, at least you knew how to clean them.
The Old Smoky was 128 proof. So
Blue
60.
Flame.
Blue Flame.
Yeah, 64% alcohol.
It burnt going in, coming out.
Well, that's why
going
they call
down,
it the
coming
Blue
up.
Frame.
Like I said, I'd done it once. That was plenty.
Yeah. What did the bartender say that this is what you do? It's a palate cleanser because it burns everything.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Everything else will taste good after this.
You drink this, eat some ice cream, then you try something else.
I think he literally said, we serve this first because anything after that is good.
Drink this, eat some ice cream. Because when it comes time for it to come out, you're like, come on, ice cream.
The 100% White Lightning, they don't have a proof on it. It doesn't say.
Well, if it's 100%,
I know what I'm playing next break,
yeah.
by
The proof
way.
would be
that'd
200.
be 200. Yes.
No, it's 100 proof.
Okay,
Oh.
so it's 50.
Yeah, so it's 50% alcohol. And this product's only available for delivery. It's not available for delivery in Indiana.
Boo.
Yeah, boo.
Last week over at Payless, they had the Tennessee Mud.
Yeah.
It was only
That's the one Angie likes, the Tennessee Mud.
and it was only like $17.
That's good.
Yeah. That's the one. Dad, she doesn't get the job. She gets the Tennessee Mud.
$17?
Yeah, it was on sale for $17.
Oh, God, she's going to be mad.
By the way, if you're a fan of the Black and Tans,
Mhm.
we have it up there. It's called Mississippi Mud.
Is that the? I think I tried that a couple weeks ago. You let me
It
try
looks like a
some.
little barrel. Or
Yeah,
like
you
a-
had.
or like-
yeah, you had me try that. That wasn't bad.
And it's actually it's a British Black and Tan, but called Mississippi Mud.
Yeah.
But it actually tasted pretty good.
Yeah, it
was one
wasn't
of
bad.
those- It was one of those. It's like for $4 for a big, like pretty much a 40 ounce.
They have an Old Smoky in Nashville.
It was definitely something that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Nashville. Have you actually been to downtown Nashville?
I want to go.
It's been
Tennessee
years
or
since I've
Indiana?
been.
Libby
Well,
used to, Libby
but
used
this
to
was
work
last
there.
time I went. It was Bud and Eddie,
Tennessee or Indiana?
and you're looking at 93,
Tennessee.
94 was the last time I was downtown Nashville.
I have not been through Nashville,
we went
Tennessee.
to a
I've been
NASCAR
through
cafe.
Memphis.
I don't think any NASCAR
Yeah.
cafes are around anymore.
That was 25 years ago.
Yeah, but we went to that, and we went to. It was during the day. We went to a couple of the bars that was there. Just, we was at the Opryland Hotel, and the bar there spins around. Just slowly spin. It just I mean, it takes like an hour to spin, but it just slowly spins. Yeah, and that's when
That's still wrong, though.
Right? That's like the world is spinning. No, it's not. No, seriously. Like,
I got up there and he's like, "What are you going to drink?" I said, "I'm going to order Long Island iced tea, but I'm going to tell him leave out the cola and put blackberry liqueur in it."
That's on 128.
What does that make it?
What? Long Island iced tea? That means it's pretty much all alcohol then.
Oh,
No,
God, yeah.
But if you subtract the, because I subscribe to the Archer school of mixing alcohols.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that totally needs its own name if you're going to substitute something and add. So it'd be like a Long Island or
A blackberry iced tea. Hell, I don't
or
know.
like a New Jersey iced tea.
It might have been, yeah. Could have been. What, did you find out the wreck on 128?
Yeah, it was a here.
Semi-trailer or just a...
They got off in the hill and it went down.
Somebody messed up.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Looks like they just got off in the gravel and went bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. The truck was pulling that, wasn't it? Yep.
Mhm. Took the truck with it, I think. Because I don't think they got lucky enough to get the trailer just to come off and go, whoops.
There's a Bobcat in it.
Oops. There was.
No, it stayed in there.
Oh, well,
Yeah, if you look at the bottom picture, there's a Bobcat still in the trailer. I can see why they...
oops.
Yeah, look at that picture.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's a Bobcat in the trailer. Not a
It's not a happy Bobcat.
not the animal, but the equipment.
Right, but still.
Yeah.
Oof. That's a lot of money.
Oops. I guess you shouldn't be talking or looking at your phone and drop your front two tires off the... That's all it takes is drop your tires off the shoulder. And then they figured...
Could have been worse.
I'm looking at it, I'm guessing they thought, well, it's an enclosed trailer. We don't need to chain it down.
Right?
You know why?
There's some people that would think that's stupid.
I don't know.
But, no, have you been over on 3 in Muncie lately?
No.
It's 28. Half of it's still tore up. 3 is
Still?
3 is still one lane. I'm thinking, are they going to get this done before winter hits? Because
That was last year when they were
Maybe.
working on it.
Well,
they're still doing it.
They put it down, and something happened where it didn't. It was all rough. So the company they hired come back and completely just ground everything down.
On 28.
Well, no, I'm talking about from 28, where 28 to 3, and then 3 all the way through.
28,
whatever.
they've ground up pretty much from close to where it turns on 3 all the way to county line.
Well, I think the state has finally
state's
realized
doing that,
they
but-
sucked at putting some shit down, and now they have to. We're paying for their mistake.
Yeah, and then 3, they're resurfacing 3, but they've only got 1 lane of it done so far, going east and west. And it's
Well-
like, that's a whole lot of road to have to do before the asphalt plants have to shut down at a certain time, because when they deliver that, it has to be at a certain temperature. And once it drops below a certain, they can't guarantee it,
It's
so
like
they just
2
shut down.
It can't be below 2 something, or it won't come out of the trucks.
Yeah,
Or
It won't lay
it'll
right.
be a block.
yeah.
Well, they're
Pat got me drunk.
they're resurfacing
You're welcome.
31 north of Highway 38,
Yeah.
and which really sucks because last week I was on the west side of Indy almost every day except for one.
I come up it a couple times, yeah.
And a lot of times, if I can't get across 465, I'll head up 31. At least I know I could move.
Yeah.
Well, then you get up to about where the
You go up there to
the
Lisa's Pie
Speedway-
Shop and hang a right.
Yeah, that's where I turn.
Yep, exactly.
But-
yeah,
but-
I've took that route plenty of times, Woody.
But here
That's some good
lately,
pie.
I've been stopped
That's some good
stopped
pie.
before you get to the Burger King and Speedway
Yeah.
because it's all merging to one lane, so everything is stopped.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's like
yeah,
You know what you just
exactly.
did? You just made Kylie and Libby, if they're listening, extremely happy because you didn't use one road name, you used landmarks.
I'm still saying I'm blaming Pat.
236th Street.
Thank you. That doesn't matter. You've done thrown me under the bus. See, Woody does it all the time.
See, now, the kids will ask, the kids will have friends like, okay,
No,
where
I
am I
did use a
taking you?
landmark because I said north of 38.
Well, you go to this, they live on this street. Okay, this is in town. I was like, okay, where's that street at?
You do that?
I don't know the street names in this damn town. I can tell you Lincoln.
How long
I
have
can
you
tell
done
you
that?
Monroe
picturing
and
Whore
Jackson.
Island.
I know Harrison. I finally
Washington.
I learned Washington and Barry.
You grew up in town.
Yeah, I still
Right,
couldn't
but
tell you street names.
here's my idea of
Go to so-and-so's house and hang a left.
Sorry, I was picturing Whore Island.
People tell me, you know where so-and-so lives? No.
Yeah.
I grew up out in the country.
Hey, Woody, you remember where so-and-so lives? No.
The problem is, some of the so-and-sos that I remember to turn at their house, they
They
no
don't
longer
live there
there
anymore.
Yeah.
Well, the bad thing about it is if you go out towards the north end of town, some of them houses are tore down now. They're gone. It's like, hey, do you remember where shit, it's
No.
not there anymore. Okay, you know the vacant lot where a house used to be? Yeah, turn left.
how come I become the drink repository for
Because you haven't learned the idea of saying, that sucks, I'm going to pour it out.
Yeah, you're the one who said, I hate to see one go to waste.
My microphone. There we go.
And I will do this. Anybody want some more before I put it away?
No, I still have some to.
No, I have
Chambers?
I have apparently like 7 beers
Wait.
sitting here.
We'll see how good.
One's
Chambers.
not open, so you can put that back in the fridge.
Chambers. Ooh. Come on.
No,
Come
because
on.
I don't feel like shitting
Come
myself.
On. Come on. It's just a
see
shot,
the-
dude, you pussy. Come on.
He
Look
already
at
did
him.
one. He's got one sitting there. He hasn't drank yet.
I slid 2 more over to him. So
All right, but the thing is like we have to drive home. You're home.
Right, but here's the thing.
none of
like-
those are good enough for me
like-
to keep drinking.
No,
still
I'm
love
literally
those.
looking around here, looking at like okay, that one's Pat's, that one's Pat's, that one's Pat's.
And the other cool thing, you get to sleep in.
I don't have to work tomorrow. I'll get up early anyway.
No, I don't get to sleep in because now I
He's
had
gonna have to shit at
moonshine.
6 a.m.
I'm going to have to shit at 6
I'll
a.m.
still be up by 6.
Well, yeah, but you could go back to sleep, though.
That pisses
Apparently
me off.
not
maybe.
because if I do, I'll go shit myself.
I looked at Mikey and was like, Mikey, we're close to home. It doesn't get daylight till 7:30. I said, but I ain't going to leave my house till 6:30. So there's no reason for me to leave at 6 and get
Yeah,
over
because
here
it's
and
dangerous
sit
for you guys.
and sit around for an hour in the dark. I said if I leave at 6:30, we can come over here, start the truck up, let it warm up. By then it'll be daylight, and we can set our signs out and do what we need to.
You can get idiots driving around like me in the dark.
And then we found out Captain Facebook wasn't going to show up because he slept till damn near 10 o'clock anyway.
Well, if you weren't going to tell the boss, you just did probably. Oh, wait, you don't listen to this shit.
It don't matter to me.
Yeah, see, here's one that hasn't been opened. We can throw that in the 4-pack. Which ones of those haven't been opened? See, we'll throw that in the 4-pack.
Like
Got an empty?
No.
That's the first. It's not horrible, but it's
got
a
an
dark
empty, Bill?
beer.
Yeah.
I'm drinking
I'm
like
not a big
apparently.
fan of dark beers, but
It's better than the middle finger.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I am the collector of open middle fingers
It's
because I have
slightly bitter, but it's
I
definitely
just
got a
finished
coffee
one.
taste
I
to
think
it.
Yeah.
You need to
maybe-
learn the word no.
maybe it's not the fact that we're like giving you
that's-
beer.
like I
Maybe
said,
it's we're all giving you the middle finger.
we tried to have vanilla porter here that one night.
No, everybody gave me the middle finger.
It's the same one I bought in Tennessee, and it didn't taste as right, and that one didn't taste the same either. So
Now I'm going
It's
to
all
say
about freshness.
this blackberry is some pretty awesome stuff here
Yeah.
because there's really no alcohol aftertaste
Nope.
to it.
That's why I
Just-
bought it.
Because like the buttercream, the strawberry that
Yeah.
I brought in, they all have a little bit of
That buttercream will
aftertaste.
kick you in the throat. It's like, how you like that?
This has no
It's one of those that it
alcohol
literally
aftertaste
is.
at all.
It's
It's
literally
got a nice berry flavor to it.
That's why I bought it. I love it.
all of this alcohol.
We didn't even try that.
All of
Yeah,
this
that was
alcohol
our
is.
we did try that.
It
on
was?
one-
Yeah.
it was.
Oh, that was before the strawberry.
Yep.
'Cause I remember that now. Because that was good. I should have bought some of that too.
You want me to bring that next weekend? No.
I think I've still got a whole thing of oatmeal.
You need to turn that
I
on.
did.
I've got some of that apple pie from Sugarland to bring in
Check,
one
please.
night.
Nope.
That stuff was pretty good.
Yeah. Yep.
It all depends on what I can get done here this week.
What are you doing?
I'm
Mixing.
I don't know if I'll be mixing. I have to do something before the mixing. So
Do we need to come over so Libby can visit with the baby and I can help you?
I would say
Terrible.
Holy hell!
we're working
That
till
was
about
loud.
the normal time. I'm like a half hour from the house, so usually I'm going to be driving by your house by 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
No,
You're working
if
on a Saturday?
If you come by, I'm hoping you bring something with like a heavy duty blade on the front of it.
Yeah, I might do that next weekend.
That damn thing may get swallowed up in some of them holes.
Right?
Heavy duty
if things
blade.
go
Are you
right,
trying
I'll
to?
bring it home next Thursday night. We'll do it Friday, and then I can just deliver it back to the job site Friday.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Are you trying to
'Cause it
plan out
wouldn't-
the
Because it's honestly
The
half
tank
hour
traps?
from your house now, if that.
Right.
Yeah, Parker
Right.
City's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, some of the tank traps in the
problem
driveway.
is, the way that trailer's set up, it takes 2 people to load that thing because at the point where that thing's just about got the trailer to break over, it's wanting to pick the ass end of the truck up.
Oh,
So,
That truck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just the angle of that.
Oh,
dump
you load
trailer.
it backwards though, right? With the bucket down, or do you drive
yeah,
straight up?
that's the thing though.
Drive
I can
straight up.
Okay.
I can sit on the tailgate of the truck. I'm like 500 pounds.
If you do that and it flips him,
No,
please God videotape that. This is Bill flying up in the
Trust
air.
me, you want somebody sitting in that truck because I actually watched one day and it lifts the dually up enough to where
He needs to put some weight,
Well, you got
tractor
it in
weights in the
park.
bed.
park
Yeah.
don't work when the front tires can roll.
Oh, okay. So you have to be in there sitting with the brakes on.
Yeah.
right,
Okay.
or else you.
Hey,
Rolling
there's
forward.
a possibility you're going to roll
Shelby.
forward.
Yeah, I have Shelby sitting there, hit the brake, and I'll sit in the bed.
But
Hey, when's
as
it
long
going?
as you're holding the brake, like it says, just for a split second, and then it flops back down. Who was buzzing?
Everybody.
That's me. Libby just got the text about the 1 p.m.
Oh, okay.
She'll tell Kylie.
Well, like I said, I told her, I said you looked at the weather, and I said it's warmer then, and
What? The floor recognizes Dover?
Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah!
Amen.
how about a
No,
thumbs up?
like can we?
No.
Can we catch a ride?
For what?
If everybody's driving themselves, can we catch a ride?
I've
I
got
don't
a
have
car
the
full.
room. I got a kid and a
Huh?
baby.
We've got a car full.
I'm not sure. I think
We're taking
might
Kylie
do.
with us, so we got a kid and a baby. On the way back, we got room for you.
Yeah, we
How
have.
much for the baby?
Well,
I've
apparently,
got
I think the grandma and the mom might fight you on that one
I've
because
got
she's a
Angie.
cutie.
Now let's move into one. I've got Angie. I probably won't be in that vehicle, but we've got Angie, Deanna.
Oh, that's right, Nanners. I keep forgetting. God,
Nanners is going.
Her. How many were her nitro fit? Just
5.
Really?
Well, I'm just thinking of gas because we probably couldn't afford gas to go down there.
Her car won't make it to Greenfield?
No, because we'd have to take the Tahoe.
Why?
Because that is the vehicle that we'd make long distance drives in.
Gotcha.
And it gets the worst gas mileage.
Yeah, it gets like 15 miles a gallon versus the 20.
Libby's Jeep was running, we could fit 1 million people in that thing.
My
I've had my
Acadia's full
Suburban
again.
running.
Yeah, it's going to be another 10 years before I can downsize. So we're going to do it in the next couple years.
It's what you get for being a nice human. Damn you.
A decent
How
human
can you look at them kids and not do it?
Look who you're talking to. Had them for a year.
I know it.
Well,
That's
2
why
of
I'm
them for a
saying,
year.
how could you look at them kids and not do it?
You can't, because the minute the
that's-
house opens and pretty blue eyes, you're screwed.
Well, that's
No,
the
and
reason why we
honestly,
got a blonde-haired,
one of the
blue-eyed
things
girl
that,
at
like,
our house.
Heather, that is the one child that Heather was like, we'll kick Jer out for.
Heather's my new favorite person.
But she is laughing and smiling all the time now.
Honestly, no,
That's
she's
good,
like,
though.
Yeah.
she's like, I love all of those girls, like all of them. Like she's like, I love when they're around. I have fun. We'll sit around and watch TV. Alice,
That's the one we'll kick Stafford out for.
we'll kick Stafford out, and she can have that room. But I think it would require us to go take classes.
Yeah. How many hours of classes, Bill?
Several.
But she's like literally like that.
It's all fun and games until you take that 12-hour course.
But I'm just saying, like, because when she just that whole,
We
because
skipped
she
it
has
'cause we was
she has
family.
the eyes, she has the puppy dog eyes down. Where she's like,
Yeah.
hi.
That's good, isn't it?
She didn't want to tell us the other night about how she told the teacher no.
Better cold, but still good.
She didn't want to.
Oh, poor.
See,
My-
And that's
didn't-
why-
you didn't bring the koozie for the.
It's still wrapped around Libby's butter pecan.
Butter pecan.
Well,
Yeah.
that should be in the fridge. You don't need a koozie in the fridge.
It's still in the fridge. We can't find that. I can't find the damn pour.
Sippy cup.
Poor
is-
lid.
Sippy cup. Yeah,
No, she
That's
has
what-
that hidden so she can
what
just
it
drink
looks
from the
like.
tap.
All right.
it's not on hers
It's
either.
a sippy cup lid.
She brought it with her the first.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, she's
and
hiding it
and
from
then
me.
she took it home.
Oh, okay.
So I don't.
It's in her little mini cooler, mini fridge. I know where it's at now.
Because she's like, this is my sippy. This is my sippy cup.
Well, because I
I'm
bought
gonna
two.
look up Old Smoky and see if I can order some of that strawberry.
I bought
Right?
two because,
Make her
but we
See,
gave
not
one to
Old Smoky,
Kylie.
it was
I
See
didn't
if
see
there's any blackberry in there.
There is. You can guarantee it. And if not,
Ooh, Sugar
I know
Lands.
people
I
that
forgot to
work.
look for that.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I
say,
know. Real quick,
if you're making an order, I'd be in for a couple of those.
because I know people that live in Tennessee, and his stepdaughter works for old Smoky. We can get some.
Right.
But anyway,
We will do this.
Well, then I've got to order it.
Okay,
Right.
we got to pay the bills again. So if we can't get it, we can get it. Trust me.
Right.
All right, so we'll be back after pay some music and some bills, and yeah, we'll be back.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
So yeah,
All right.
that's my fault.
Sorry about that, folks.
We
I'm
had some
sitting here
decent
go-
music playing in
It's
here. We was
all
playing 80s
Pat's
hip-hop.
fault.
That is all. The nothing but the 5 minutes of dead air is my fault.
Like he jumped over and was like, well, we're gonna play music. And I was like, so we're all listening to music. And he's like, according to my phone, it's dead air.
You're like, how's that? We're listening to music. Oh, you hit the plate. Yeah.
I was like, you're previewing it. Okay, well, we need to get back down.
So yeah, my fault. My bad.
Oh, man.
I should have known because it's like Paperboy Diddy is not selected to actually been played yet.
Shut up. I forgot to click.
So.
Okay, so I'm going to put this out there. We need to have a dude night one night.
A dude
Dude night?
Yeah, wear a robe, drink some White Russians.
You had me at White Russians.
Right?
He had me at Dude Night.
And for me, it might be the Hillbilly Holiday, though.
Hey, I've got an old kind of brownish robe I could wear.
Right?
I will wear clothes under it
Instead of the
guys.
Pendleton.
I've got the old terry cloth robe with the hood. I can wear that.
Hey man, there's a beverage here.
Have you guys went to the Latter Day Dude website and registered?
No. I'm already a registered.
I do still have my
thing.
Universal or
Life Church.
Yeah.
Yes, I have that one, but I decided to switch religions. I am now with the Church of the Latter Day Dude.
Yeah, but see, I already paid the $53. I can marry people.
Me too.
So
I'm legally licensed to marry people in the state of Indiana.
I don't.
yeah, me too. But yeah,
it was a matter the idea of being a Dudist priest would be nice, but
You know the weird thing about
see,
it
I'm
is I
thinking
haven't
about
received
going
my
all
card yet.
out and getting the whole Pendleton and a rug, so I can marry
you put
people.
that down on the rug. They
I'd
get married
put down
on
the rug, and they would get married on it while I'm drinking a White Russian.
There you go.
Because that rug threw the whole room together, dude.
Exactly. It brought the room together.
Tie the room together.
All the dude wanted was his rug back.
Right.
All right, and people just messing with him. He's just all I want to do is bowl. And
Now
get my
I know
rug
what
back.
song we're playing on the next break. So
Kenny Rogers.
Yes.
It's hard to believe that that song and the guy that did The Gambler is the same person.
Right.
Well, it's not if you look at his face now. It's totally different.
Yeah, I know. It's dude, you've had some work done.
Well,
Way too much work done.
the problem with it is because he had a condition where his eyes were actually closing.
Was the condition that his
The
condition was in?
Yeah, but
Nice.
but it was actually the only way he could actually get to a point where he could open his eyes again was to have the work done.
Oh, okay.
So because everything else was pushing his eyes down and because
Throw it empty, stack.
Because
Woody man, that one down.
I'm manning
I bought it. I had to drink it.
He bought it. He had to drink it. I think that's.
Oh yeah, need the chaser.
Need the chaser.
Little moonshine chaser.
It's pretty bad when you need moonshine as a chaser.
There we go.
Yes.
Now I just gotta finish up this line. We're good.
I'm there to help. What he said.
I
Just
got-
a little
God.
extra, man.
I'll be
I
back.
got 2 space stations. I still have half a ace and a Leinenkugel, and I still have the.
3 middle fingers.
Listen to this.
Yeah, I have 3 middle fingers and a pack of.
There's
I bought the
there's a
line
guy
and
on
gave up on
Facebook
him.
that we all know.
I'll be back.
He was like, "Who wants to have a beer with me? A beer."
We've already had 4. Catch up.
Old Swigman. He's like, "A beer, man. A beer." He wants who wants to come have a beer with me? Pussy. A beer. We've had 3 and some
come here,
moonshine.
come here, and I'm still working on the 7th.
I don't know who the hell was that.
Curtis.
Coitus.
Tell them to come up here.
Yeah,
He's
come
got
up and be a
kids,
real man.
Yeah, we'll give him some of this beer we don't like.
Coitus.
You should come visit the man cave.
Coitus interruptus.
You're all right. I can wait.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, just checking.
Hey, just open the window. Piss out there. Piss on your forehead.
Piss on your forehead.
He just sat down.
You all right?
He pinched it off for you, bud.
He was probably smoking.
Was he combing his beard? He was combing his beard.
But so other than the A beer, as we're 75 beers down.
I just told Swigman, I said, "You should come visit the man cave. We're 3 beers and moonshine in."
For you guys, anyway. I'm still.
Yeah, fucking
I'm
pussy.
not 3
Drink up,
beers.
man.
I gave up on the shit I didn't like. I've decided life ain't worth it. Life's too short to deal with shit you don't like.
I'm a completionist. God damn it.
Well, complete what I didn't like. We're
Apparently,
good.
I am because it's like I walked into fucking
I'm not afraid to shove shit over. I don't. That's not mine. You started drinking that a minute ago.
I totally feel like I'm like the sexy guy that walked into the gay bar. Just beer fucking all over. Like, oh, well, I guess I got this one, and I'll drink this one.
I was looking forward to the vanilla porter, but it
wasn't
what I expected. It's like I said, it's.
Curtis is going to be respectful.
I expected that taste out of the first porter I bought. Mm-hmm. So that one was definitely a pleasant surprise.
Right.
That to me.
Well, this is a vanilla porter. The other one was a vanilla pale or vanilla.
No, the first one I got was a vanilla porter.
What was the one that everybody loved? It was
that was a vanilla porter.
No, I think it was a vanilla. It was an ale.
No, it was a porter. It surprised the hell out of everybody. That first one we tried that everybody liked up here.
That was a porter. He was right.
That was a porter.
That was a porter. Yes, because we were like, "This is a porter."
This is a porter. When we took a drink of it.
Because this is going to be funny, and there's only a few people who get it, especially Woody. Porters usually leave a bad taste in your mouth. Check, please. Okay, I'm good now.
Oh, I was thinking the vanilla cream ale.
Sorry, I already made that comment
that was
before.
Good.
Yeah, that was delicious.
That was
That's
great.
why you'll make it.
That was a Night Your Father's, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, no, that was like.
Thank you, Libby. I had to thank. She knows I like vanilla cream ale and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I guess is it homemade stuff from up there at 1812, Pat?
Yes.
Yeah.
He makes it at his house, I'm guessing, and then just bottles it all up and he's got root beer, creams, he's got all that.
Yeah, she made sure she got me a bottle of vanilla cream ale homemade from up there at the 1812 last weekend. So
it's just like that, but better.
Yeah. Because anytime I see something that says vanilla cream ale, I'm buying it usually to try it.
Better than Not Your Father's?
Well, this is it's non-alcoholic, is what Libby got me.
Oh.
It's very non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
I already drank a bottle.
But, yeah, no, that Not Your Father's for alcoholic cream ale, that shit was great.
I'm going to have to try that next time I see it.
Well, we got some downstairs. I guess we'll save it for next week then.
What's that?
The Sun King cream ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so done.
Right.
I'm drinking everybody else's beer, so I may be.
Plus, it's almost 10 o'clock, so.
Right. Oh, you
did miss the vanilla. It's Not Your Father's vanilla cream ale. We'll buy that again. We can taste it again. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
that was good.
That stuff was good.
Since we know we like it, we could use it as the
after beer.
Right.
It'll be the last one we try.
Yeah.
If he gets to pick it, yeah, definitely.
Just remember, I bought Middlefinger. I wasn't the one who picked it out.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't blame him on that because I'd had to buy it too.
Over, sir. You've got the big goose egg.
He did the fruit punch, didn't he?
Yeah, I picked the fruit punch. That's like, you're over here talking about giving me money.
Because I said the one night he picked something decent, I'm not there.
I forgot he did pick that. Excuse me, I'm bad.
I
you were
bring
1
some
for
of that
4,
next week.
sir.
What's that?
The fruit punch.
Yeah, I'm going to try one.
All right. Somebody got to remind me because I'm going to forget by next week.
What?
The Not Your Father's fruit punch.
It's down in the fridge. He's got 2 6-packs in there.
Yeah, he's still got 2 6-packs in there.
Oh, so you bought some more, huh?
No, that's what's left of the 2 cases.
Oh, okay, I thought Jared would have finished it off by now.
No. You got to the point if that's all you're drinking, it's kind of like,
Yeah, time change.
I get it.
Something else.
Kind of like with me, like.
I'm trying to remember what else. Not Your Father's had a few things we could try.
Yeah.
Well, we did the Not Your Father's root beer.
They have
then
like
we did
grape,
the
orange,
fruit punch, and then the cream soda, right?
Yeah, we haven't done the grape or the orange yet.
Right.
Well, that's Not Your Father's, though. That's
Henry's.
Henry's,
yeah.
I will tell you, though, the trip down to like Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge has...
How do we sell our wives? Honey, we're taking a small road trip. 6 hours later, we're in Tennessee. Well, we made a wrong turn, and Bill wouldn't listen, and Bill wasn't even driving. Shit.
Yeah.
Sounds like a SpongeBob
episode. It's
right.
It's a 3-day road trip. A day to drive there.
Right.
A day to do what we need, and then a day to come back.
Right. But the thing is
3-day weekend.
Is
party on, Wayne.
Party on.
Okay. But does Sugarlands, do they have one in...
we're going to need to bring coolers because we're going to have to get some sipping cream.
Right. What?
Those
Those don't have to be refrigerated till they open, are they?
No.
The sipping cream has to be refrigerated all the time because it has milk in it.
No, after you open it.
I thought it was all the time.
I think he said after it's open, you have to refrigerate it.
I don't know.
I'm getting you this sign, Bill.
I just wonder if.
Because the Sugarland ones have milk in them. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they said as long as it's sealed, you're okay.
Okay.
But once you
It
open
sits
it,
on
you
the
have
shelf,
to.
right?
seal
Didn't
it.
it?
Well, and if we do that, we have to get some sippy lids.
Yeah, gotta get sippy
I have a
cup
couple
lid.
of sippy lids.
Sippy
Now,
cream, you have to have
I got
a
the
sippy cup
koozie,
lid.
but not the sippy lid.
see, I didn't get the koozie.
We'll see. We'll get some koozies. We get some sippy lids.
Party
just-
on,
just sit back
party
and-
on, Wayne.
The bad thing is, I looked at the sipping lids like 2 or 3 times. I thought, I just drink the shit straight out of the bottle. Why do I need one of those?
Yeah.
The problem is for like this, when you try to pour it out,
Yeah.
poured.
it tends to spill.
Yeah,
Most of the time, I'm sitting around a fire and passing a jar. So
Right?
yeah. See, I bought them just
True.
because I'm
that,
like,
that's the original point.
I
of
can.
big ass mason jars to pass around a fire.
Right.
Question:
We're
So,
indoors,
did you guys
there's no
do any
fire.
like
Yep.
blueberry muffin? Have you tried that?
No, they didn't have that to taste when we was down there.
Yeah.
That wasn't even an option. I didn't even see it when we was down there at Sugarland.
Like the maple bacon sounds horribly like
I'll tell you what.
that one
okay.
shot that we had that
the
The maple
butterscotch
bacon would either be awesome
or
or
horrible.
suck.
exactly.
Yeah. The
See, I was looking at Sugarlands. The blueberry muffin sounded good. The butterscotch sounded good, and I'd like to try the root beer.
I have PTSD for peanut butter and jelly. They have a peanut butter and
No,
jelly
I just
moonshine.
the
signed
peanut
over
butter
that.
and jelly was good. It was
Like,
weird.
I have.
We did try that when we was there.
I
That was
have-
one of them where you.
I have total PTSD.
No,
Wasn't that one of
the-
them where you
No,
breathed in,
no.
you taste the peanut
Yeah,
butter when
the PB and J was weird because you could take the shot and put it in your mouth and it
Yeah.
tasted like jelly
Uh huh.
you,
right.
peanut butter.
or peanut butter, and then when you breathed
breathed
it out,
after you drank it, after you breathed out, it was jelly.
yeah,
Because remember,
Yeah.
you breathe
It was
in
totally
peanut butter.
different.
The problem
there's
is, it's a
jelly
shot
on
you
the
have
back.
to take an instruction on how to taste. So after 3 of them, you don't
Right.
remember no more.
kind of
Yeah,
like
that's the one I wasn't
the
drinking
peanut
that
butter
night. I was
cup,
like, mm-mm.
Well, remember, Bill, our bartender down there is like, I like my jelly on the backside.
right? Because he was
Well,
like,
you weren't with us there, Pat.
it was like we
Yeah,
were
the one-
talking. He's like,
Oh, you're
well,
talking
we're
about
from
Sugarland.
Indiana. He's like, well, I partied with a bunch of people at Ball State. We're like, we've been
Well,
there.
yeah. that-
We've all
Down
been
the-
there one
right.
time.
down the road.
No, the dude that was down there at Sugarland, he was taller than me, probably about 6'4". He was at least 300 pounds. He was a big dude.
Big
Yeah,
old,
but he was
But he
awesome.
had big old curly hair, and he
Yeah.
was really cool.
really
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Because
No,
there was like somebody like
He
at
was from
Sugar
was he
Lands.
from Indiana or not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
went to Ball State.
Yep.
Because like there was one guy there that couldn't have something, so
They do another season?
October 19th.
so he kept pouring him like the guy's favorite
Wait,
shot.
He did that to Woody, too.
Yeah,
Yeah, the very
yeah.
last one, I can't remember. It was
There was
pina
something you didn't
colada or
like, yeah, and
something.
you said no. He's like, yeah, what's your favorite then?
Yeah, yeah.
Butter
He's like,
pecan.
here you go.
What
So
about
that
the
was cool to
Blockadder's
do.
Blackberry Moonshine?
Didn't try that.
Lemonade. They have a lemonade.
Why?
We
I
didn't
already
try-
like
No,
mine.
Right?
I told him keep that shit. I got better at the house.
They have a root beers and a Tickles Dynamite. He can't have it because it's cinnamon.
Yeah,
No.
it's totally
We
cinnamon.
didn't try the root beer either because I'd like to try that.
No,
I said
it wasn't on the
butterscotch
tasting.
and root beer I'd like to try.
Pina
Yeah,
Colada.
it was okay.
Yeah, we did we
Was it
try
okay?
that?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, if you're going to if you're going to spend $25 for a small jar of something that tastes like coconut, you might as well just go buy you some Malibu rum.
Right.
So, I mean,
I'm looking at some
It's
of
a lot
like the
cheaper.
peppermint's 100 proof.
yeah,
The unaged is 100 proof. The Silver Cloud is 100 proof. And then
Yeah.
everything else falls from there.
I
and
think
everybody looks at 100 proof like, oh my god, it's 100 proof, blah blah blah.
that's
It's like,
50%.
Whiskey's 80 proof.
right? I'm like,
Right.
that's only like 50% alcohol. The
Like Everclear was better.
yeah.
Everclear's 199 or something like that.
Yeah, you
Sounds
could
crazy.
like Bacardi 151 was 151
51
proof.
Some
The
of you are
rum
really good.
that I drink, the Admiral's 101 proof,
Yeah,
is
it's
1 proof
101,
higher.
right?
Some of your high proof schnapps are 100 proof.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, so, but
Are
no,
you
like
doing math?
I'm trying to figure out where this address is.
I said, you look like you're doing
the.
math.
I would say that
Look up on a map instead of thinking.
No, it's the 2300 block of 1100 North, so it's just past a mile past the duplex.
yeah.
Because Amy lives out the duplex now, so I was trying to figure the address.
Amy
Mitchell.
Really?
She
I
lives
don't know
on
that.
the side, the right side.
Opposite side.
The one where you hid the bike behind.
Okay.
We should so give her a visit.
So the so the second time you lived out there,
No, when I moved across. When you moved to
the right side, so you'll be the latter part.
Yeah.
When I met you, you lived on the left side.
Yeah, where I kicked you coming out of my bedroom, that was on side B.
It's the pizza dude.
Yeah.
That's why I looked at Bill. I was like, who the fuck is on the floor? That's the pizza dude. He came back.
Well,
Yeah.
you invited him,
That was one good party.
and you gave me 4
Yeah.
beers as a tip. So I mean, of course, I'm coming back because I can't drink them in the car.
Right. I will say though,
There's a lot of those parties I don't remember.
like
The funny
that.
part is come to find out I'm related to that bastard.
Yeah.
She didn't sleep with him that night.
The
Well,
That I
Bill's
know
related
of.
to everybody except for like me.
yeah.
No, I'm not related to him.
No.
If Maddox and Humphreys clash or get married,
Like-
Alec is over.
Yeah, right.
Right.
There's nobody that's
Well, there's no chance of that because you both have girls. So
Right.
Not unless
Well-
one of you's a real sick individual.
The trip to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and whatnot has kind of like piqued my interest into like getting into other flavors
yeah,
of moonshine because I'm just like
well, we totally got. Once you figure out
they
something,
can
we
got
do
your
it.
got
back.
So can I.
well, I mean, even
we
if I
got-
don't
That's
have
like
it figured out, like
oatmeal cookie. It was raisin and cinnamon and God
Yeah.
knows what else they put
Yeah.
in there.
and it's like we see the root beer. It's like, well, I know where I can get root beer.
We can get flavor. That's
Flavor.
not hard.
But isn't like
And-
the core of the root beer flavor
Sassafras,
sassafras?
Not really.
kinda.
Like-
I mean, it's probably that and
But here-
vanilla.
Because
and stuff
like
else.
honestly, when I was out in the field and we hit a sassafras area,
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
root beer barrels.
that's all it
Get a
just
shitload
smelled.
of them and drop in there.
Well, that's the
Here's the
thing.
question, though.
Is-
For,
Is I found online like you can get different flavorings. Like you remember Mason root beer?
Right?
Yeah.
You can get that flavoring to make
yeah?
your own at home. Hires, you can get your own Hires root beer
Can you
flavoring.
get Jones?
I doubt it because
Damn it.
they're like a big soda company.
Yeah, they're still pumping out a whole
but
lot.
see,
of
Yeah.
here's the hard question, though. When do you add it? At the beginning
no,
or at the end?
Everything's at the end.
no.
yeah,
you,
this would be more like
Just
the
still first.
yeah. You
yeah,
distill
you,
everything out and
you
then
would
you
distill.
And then
okay,
add as
then
it
you would
comes
have no. I would do it exactly like how I do the lemon drop and how I do the orange. I would distill. All right, then you'd have that as your alcohol.
Okay.
And then I would take like the root beer flavoring, just like take maybe like 1 or 2 tablespoons of the flavoring and put it in some water and some sugar, and then add the moonshine.
Just add it in. Okay.
Now, do you
gotcha.
taste the flavoring before you add it, or you just take a wild ass guess?
I would probably taste the flavor of it.
It's a lot of good nights of trial and error.
Yeah. I would probably like taste the flavor of like what's in the pot simmering. You know, just kind of like it's like okay, well that's really sugary and sweet. So once I add the tart moonshine to it, it'll probably
Kick
even out.
Even it out, yeah.
Yeah. Because like that's the way the lemon drop is. Like the lemon drop at first is really kind of sweet, but once you put like a couple of cups of moonshine into it,
It
kind
cuts
of
that right back out.
See,
of it.
Yeah,
now
cuts
I
it
want some
down.
lemon drop. You
right?
Sorry.
I'm totally sitting here going because while
And he
you
just
were
yelled at me for being drunk.
while you were talking
You
about
got blackberry, drink it and shut up.
yeah, blackberry right there,
I'm
man.
talking about like
All right, I will.
while you were doing your world tour,
Glug, glug, glug.
I was talking to him about trying to figure out where we could get another
I'm going
thing.
to
So at
stumble
least
home
I
now.
could, because I have the recipe. We have it on the Roku channel,
Right.
like so we can continue to do the lemon drop
Yeah.
while
And the-
you were in Tokyo,
Cahoots,
like Tokyo and
that's the thing,
I
though,
think
is
our
like-
top two on the recipe list is see if we can figure out oatmeal cookie and butter pecan.
right.
Yeah.
Butter
Yeah.
pecan, because
And
like,
maybe some strawberry cream.
Yeah, if we could figure
Strawberry
yeah.
cream. Oh,
'Cause
that's
that-
a Sugarland.
we didn't try it, but that just looks really
Sugarland,
good.
they
Well,
offer everything online. They offered everything but the strawberry cream.
Is it the?
Right.
Did you guys try the strawberry
Yeah,
margarita?
because
I know
was looking.
Topher did, right?
yes,
You did.
Yes,
Was that
yes.
good?
yeah.
The strawberry mango margarita.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's.
I have
Because
that.
Libby brought some of that.
Yeah,
She
that's
bought
what we
some
got.
of
Got the name.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
He
Guess
found
what?
one. I've got to
Margarita.
find it. It's actually called
Guess-
Nanner.
Guess what I found on
Nanner.
Amazon?
Banana pudding
that. I don't
flavor.
know what
But
flavor.
its actual name of it is Nanner.
Well,
Nanner.
you can get
N-A-N-E-R.
that.
I was like, I've
Nanner.
gotta
You could
get
probably
me
get a
bottle
Russian
of that.
wife on Amazon. We were talking about that today at work.
Okay,
Ooh,
I actually
ooh,
found
margarita.
on Amazon.
After the break,
Okay.
We'll be back.
we got to pay the bills. Damn bills.
Right. We'll be,
I got it. Yeah.
we'll be right back after these messages.
Adulting sucks.
You're listening to the Man Cave right here on Geek Public Radio with your hosts, Pat Brooks and Bill Maddox. You can find out more by checking out the Facebook page, facebook.com/GPR The Man Cave. And now, our hosts, Pat and Bill.
We're back with the Bear Cave.
The barricade.
No, you say that, but there's a gentleman who is of that persuasion. Who anytime he talks about the Man Cave, he calls it the Bear Cave.
I see.
He's like, I'm like, you mean the Man Cave? Like, oh yeah, totally that.
You're talking about Stafford's buddy, right?
yeah.
Watkins makes all kinds of extracts. Like, here's like raspberry extract.
So it's the Bear
We
Cave.
can have all
right?
kinds
Like,
of shit.
Yeah, there's like Hires root beer, Watkins banana
I
extract.
wonder if you took a blackberry, a raspberry, and
We
a
have gone
strawberry
from the man cave to the cooking show.
and have moonshine tasting like your dragon blood.
Okay,
But
Could be.
it's a good cooking show, though.
We've done that once when we were talking about the Viking recipes and trying to come
Right.
up with something for when he
You know,
finally gets his mead done,
speaking of
so
that,
we can have a full Viking feast to go with the mead.
If you want to talk
am
about
drawing
cooking,
a-
I can talk about grilling. I can talk about putting stuff in the smoker.
I am drawing a blank on your turkey legs, sir. I can't find anybody that carries them.
Turkey legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, the full turkey.
Oh, here's
You don't
the-
carry them; they walk on them.
Here's a whole bundle.
No,
Here's
I
a-
was trying to find a bunch of turkey. That way we can just have like a big turkey leg to chew on.
I actually seen them at like Payless a couple weeks ago.
I
Traxel.
pull
This-
up Gordon's. Gordon's doesn't carry them.
Right.
This
yeah,
could
like, it's
this could
horrible.
actually get me in a lot of trouble. I
a
found
lot of things to get you in
There's all
trouble.
kinds of shit get me in trouble.
No, this
Usually
company
your mouth, just like mine.
this company has like all these different flavorings that you can add to
Right.
drinks and stuff. And here is a 10-pack, and it has all kinds of different flavors you can try. Here's apple,
Nice.
bubble gum,
as
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
double
sold.
bubble flavor.
I'm not
cherry.
sold.
How about this? Could you imagine cotton candy flavored moonshine? That would be a serious.
Depends on how well.
Yeah,
It'd be a
that-
serious
that-
panty dropper right there.
That's a 50-50 right there.
He
Right.
would wake up
Right.
shitting all over him because he'd pass out.
Mixed right, that would be awesome.
Right, I'm saying
mixed
you put-
wrong.
You put a little bit of pink, like
Little pink food coloring.
food coloring in it, and
Right
it
now,
tastes like
in my
cotton
head,
candy.
I'm
And
like
you could seriously call it the pink panty dropper because
Like,
that's exactly what would
in
happen.
my head, I have Aerosmith.
three
running
or
through
four, 3 or 4 shots of cotton candy flavored moonshine, the panties would just drop.
Like
My
as soon
beer, a
as soon
couple
as you said,
Percocets, their
Tweeter,
panties
you
drop.
gonna enjoy jail?
oh, what? Huh?
We've come back around to
Yeah.
some
Wait,
more
what?
Varsity Blues quotes. Tweeter, you gonna
Give them a
enjoy
beer,
jail?
couple
She looked
Percocets,
like
their
she-
panties drop. It's
And the
she looked like-
nice.
drop.
She looked like she fell out of the "I'm gonna suck your dick" tree and hit every branch on the way down.
Tweeter, yeah.
Think
Okay,
you're gonna enjoy prison?
Great.
Yeah,
What? Huh?
grape flavoring.
What the fuck is that?
That would be
What the-
pretty good. Marshmallow, peanut butter, root beer,
Marshmallow sounds
Didn't we
iffy.
have the marshmallow?
Yeah, they had a
strawberry.
roasted
Yeah.
marshmallow.
It wasn't that
there.
bad.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't
I
that
bet
good,
you-
but it wasn't that bad.
That was everybody's opinion. It was.
Eh.
That was the one they come out with just that day.
It was
Yeah.
a Pegasus.
He basically said that the guy that served it basically goes, some like it, some don't.
But they
Pegasus.
do have strawberry flavoring. I bet you I could take that strawberry flavoring.
And put extra strawberry into
Here's
it.
my thing: they're doing a sipping cream. So when
Yeah,
does
but
the
that
milk
shit's
come
strong,
into
though,
it?
the stuff he's talking about.
I don't know.
Probably near the end.
It'd
It'd have
at
to
the
be
end,
at the
wouldn't
very, very end because, and you would have to like introduce it slowly because a lot of times alcohol will
it?
curdle.
Curdle the milk. That's what I'm
No.
saying.
Beers,
That's
so little time.
Chug,
So,
chug, chug,
I
chug.
wonder if I could
Somebody
use
get a
some
funnel.
like non-dairy creamer like I do for the creamsicle. Like some liquid non-dairy creamer, some water, the strawberry, and some
Oh
sugar.
my God! Yeah, there we go. Now we found the next recipe we're trying.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Well, the milk would be hard to introduce because a lot of times alcohol will curdle.
Curdle.
Because that's how you get like the brain tumor, which is like you put like the
The
Bailey's ice
nastiest
cream
best drink I've ever had in my life.
into an
I drank
alcohol
so
in it,
many
Right,
of
and
those
it
one
would
night.
and
actually
it coagulates
coagulate.
up.
Because that damn
Bloody
shit, the
brain.
cream, what is it, cream to
Well,
milk?
here's the funny
Yeah.
thing:
Gets right
is
there,
Yeah.
goes, you're like, oh.
the place you lived at. You didn't live there; somebody else did, and there was a party at the same damn apartment, and I was out there.
That's creepy.
It was
So you
another
had a
friend-
party. You had a Pat party, but not at Pat's
Not
house.
at Pat's house. No, it was at Pat's house, but Pat didn't live there at the time. But then we was making brain tumors.
I bet ya.
And everybody come in, and he's like, I ain't drinking that. And I was like, they're okay, watch. And I slam it back, and it's like, next thing everybody's drinking. That was the night I ended up staring at the damn equalizer on the stereo for an hour. I thought it was like 5 minutes, and I was like, how long was I staring at that later on? He's like, yeah, you stood there for an hour and did that. I was like, no shit. And he's like,
Oh
"No."
man,
Sorry, I was picturing Whore Island.
Okay,
Or
so I
Island.
think it's time for a wrap up tonight.
yeah.
Really? Already?
We're gonna do a wrap up.
We still have like 3 minutes.
Yeah, but it'll
Yeah.
take us that long to
Well,
talk about
probably.
how crappy the middle
Okay.
finger is.
We've
So-
had a few things.
I don't know.
tonight.
I've had like 4 of them so,
So,
far.
The
I'm
Ace
not-
cider was good, I think.
Ace cider
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the best.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Woody's
but
not a
I'm-
big cider
I'm not a
guy.
cider guy.
Yeah.
Right.
I definitely couldn't drive anywhere.
Bill's drink, the MILF.
The milk.
milk
The
was
milk
good.
was
Probably
good.
the best of the
I
night.
was gonna say,
And I ended up having like 3 of them to try to help you kill the growler.
Is the
Right.
growler empty now, sir?
The MILF wasn't
Yes.
too bad. I mean, it was pretty smooth. It was.
Yeah.
It's a good mellow.
like I
beer.
said, if you wanted
Yeah.
to try something new, don't be afraid to order it.
yeah.
Honestly,
Right.
It's-
honestly,
most people
the-
are going to enjoy that one. I thought.
The way
Yeah.
this show went,
that
I'm
tastes like
going
most of
to.
your light beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not too far one way or
Right.
the other.
Right.
And that's why I bought it because I'm just like,
This show
okay,
kinda
this
went like
is
this
this
and
is
then
kind of like a
down.
safe bet.
And then we
Yes.
had
I will tell you this. Tonight's show makes me want to rename this show as "We're going to buy stuff and get Chris drunk."
Hi,
Because-
welcome back to We're Gonna Buy Stuff and Get Chris Drunk. I'm your
Because
host, Pat,
it's literally
that's Bill,
like,
and
we're,
Brian,
oh
and
yeah,
Woody.
yada yada, and then everybody hands me the beer, and I'm
Not
literally
everybody,
like,
just
still
me.
5 beers left.
You know what it is, sir? It's
No,
okay. The
this
Leinen
is
Kugels.
Pat's.
hey. This is
What
the
did
deal.
everybody
This is-
think of the Leinen Kugels?
This is what it is, Chambers.
I liked
it's
it. I
You're
mean,
Mikey, and he likes everything.
Apparently,
The porter.
The vanilla porter was just kind of like, okay,
if
it's
you like
a
your
porter.
coffee, you would probably
You'll like
like
the vanilla
that.
porter.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a fan of porters in general, so
It's not.
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like it was a decent porter.
Okay, and then we've got the space station middle finger because
I'll have to give the middle finger to Space Station Middle Finger.
I'll give it a 5.
I will give it 2 fingers up.
there's a reason this
Both
thing
of
is
them the
flipping
middle
you
ones.
off because they're saying you dumb bastard. I can't believe you bought this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you for
I-
paying for
like
my
I said-
car this month.
Yeah.
I will give it a 5. You know, after drinking 3 of them.
Wow.
I'm helping you out, buddy.
And last of all, the Blackberry Moonshine.
That
Didn't we
was
have
really
something
good.
else?
Best of the night. Sorry.
The
Yes.
pineapple stuff.
Okay.
A lot better cold. Once it starts warming up a little bit,
You
you
get
get a
some
little bit
alcohol
of
to it.
alcohol
It still has a
Yeah.
good taste to it. But
You get it right out of the
I'll
freezer
tell you
and start
what,
sipping
you-
on
you
it.
leave that in
when
the
it's
freezer
very
and it-
cold, very fruity, no alcohol bite at all.
It gets warm. It's just like, okay, I can tell it's got moonshine in it.
Yeah.
And it's
If
all
you're gonna
alcohol.
if you're going to sit around and sip on that all night, have a little bitty cooler next to you filled with ice to keep the bottle.
Yeah,
in.
just keep
Right.
it cool.
That's
Yep.
my suggestion.
Well, he even
have,
said that.
Yeah, you have 2 bottles, so you got one cold, then one
Switch
warms
'em out.
up, switch them out.
And that's where
You're
that
good.
koozie
Yeah,
comes in handy.
you need to keep one of
Right.
them cold.
Because it keeps it cool.
Yeah,
It
you
needs
need
to stay
a
on the
koozie,
cold
Pat.
side.
Come on.
Right.
It's
I don't
full of
know.
Libby stuff, so I can't take it.
I don't know. I'm seeing
How the hell's
triple.
a koozie
You're
holding
married. That's
stuff?
yours, right?
It's got Libby's moonshine in it.
Why did you pour it in a koozie?
I didn't pour it in there. It's Libby's.
You've got,
why
you've got
would you
moonshine
pour
just
it
sitting
in
in
a
a koozie.
Yeah, it's holding it real
No,
well.
it's in the jar. The koozie
You
goes
realize
around
you
the
can
jar.
take the jar out of the koozie, right?
Don't look at me. I didn't put it in there.
I don't know, but I'm literally sitting here going, if I drink the rest of this, I'm not going to wake up until Monday.
I'm sitting here thinking if you drink the rest of it, you're full. So I'm just going to watch
Your liver's probably going, please, God, no.
You'll wake up tomorrow because I'll come.
Right? You're like, hey, we're ready for the show.
If you do that, you have to go, please open up.
But I think
Eat
with
me.
that's pretty much the end of this show.
Yeah.
I think that is the show, isn't it? It is the
That was
show.
a lot of.
It
That's
is
a
a
good
show.
show.
Yeah.
I think it was
The
a good
majority
show.
of what we tried was either. There was only one bad one I wouldn't recommend to anybody.
That's the middle
Yeah,
finger.
that's the middle finger.
Everything else, like Woody said, if you like a porter, you'd like the vanilla porter.
Yeah. And if you like an IPA, you're going to probably
Yeah, if
like
you
the
like
middle
it-
finger.
If you like an IPA, you're
if you
burning
like an
hell.
IPA, there's something wrong with it.
You will surely burn in hell.
That's right.
If you like cider, the pineapple cider was good.
Oh, yeah,
I think the
it was-
milk was good for any. If you
Yeah,
like
the milk's
Right.
good for
the
anybody.
milk was
Right.
good all around.
I'm
uh,
still stuck on, like, if you like the IPA, that you're a hipster and you burn hell.
I will say this, though, for the people that do listen to this show, if you have any ideas and something for us to drink, go ahead and send us some
Yeah,
email.
let us know. We
Facebook,
totally
yeah,
want to know what to
Facebook.com.
find.
Send it to the show, send it to the text, which is
765-278-8661.
okay.
And we will do our best to try to find it.
And we will
'cause
find it and try it on
we
the
are
air.
in
If you can send us the
Even
six-pack
better,
in the
send
mail,
it.
Right,
to us.
right.
Right.
Yeah, we'll take
mail
free
us-
samples any day.
Yeah,
Right?
mail
It has
us a
to be
six-pack.
sealed,
We'll try it.
unopened.
Make it at least
we
a
ain't
six
doing
pack
phones
because
for
there's
that
5
shit.
of us.
Yeah.
Right.
he ain't falling for that shit again.
Hey, listen,
You
I
wake
already
up
know
in
the
a-
deal. First, you show me the candy, then I get in the van. All right.
It's not one of those where I got to go chase my liver again because you cut it out. It's the third time this week.
Okay,
No,
good
that-
night, people.
That's the Man Cave. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.